can win here 150 times and it never gets old. There's something about this place.
The fans are on their feet. Big crash. Oh! Your champion, Brandon Ward.
Let's go racing!
Brotherly love, brotherly photo finish. Chase Robertson, title number 2. Still the most exciting of them all. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the 1136th edition of Still the most exciting of them all. And welcome to historic Bowman Gray Stadium for tonight, the Tough Shed Twin 50s presented by Q104.1. Twin 50s for the NASCAR Modifieds, a whole host of racing tonight. I'm your host on Flow Racing, Matthew Dillner, joined by Graham, North Carolina native Jeff Bunton, my good buddy and former flagman here at Bowman Gray Stadium. Folks, we have a night of racing set for you tonight that is going to entertain with the Twin 50s and the Modifieds on a hot summer night here in North Carolina, buddy.
Matthew, it's a hot night. That means hot tempers. What you've got here is the Twin 50s, a fan favorite. What happens in the first modified race can bowl into the second modified race, and it's 50 laps, and it's the cone race. But also, whatever happened last week is going to be in the sportsman race, whatever bowls over from what happened then into tonight. So everybody's watching that sportsman race, 20-lapper.
And, of course, the Crown Vics make their beloved return to Bowman Gray Stadium, a fan favorite making their debut just a few short weeks ago. But, hey, Jeff Bunton, the fans that are entering the Coliseum today, well, sometimes I call it the Coliseum of Chaos. They're here for a reason, to be entertained by great short track racing. Last week, Double Points Night did not disappoint. Double Points Night provided more storylines than you could shake a stick at. And I call this Tommy versus the world because it all centers around Tommy Neal. And for years, Tommy Neal has been the hero. Tommy Neal has been the villain. And you've seen it here time and time again, whether it was with Amber Lynn or with a whole host of characters. This is the most polarizing figure maybe in the history of Bowman Gray Stadium.
Past few years, we've seen the Tiger come out with them claws. He's been the villain. And right now, as you see there, he's chasing possibly the hero here of late, which we're about to show. But this right here is very vital. He took out Mr. Nice Guy, Mitch Gales. Not only took him out, but took him out for the win.
Have a Coke and smile, he said as he blew kisses to the race fans. But, you know, last week was the big thing. The incident between he and Zach Orr just erupted in a caution flag, torn up race cars like a demo derby. Zach Orr climbing on top of the number 21 of Tommy Neal's car, and a fury of emotion. It's absolute cinema here. And for the people from the outside that say, oh, that's just wrestling. Oh, that's just, stage stuff. Let me tell you something. That just shows that you don't know the stadium, because if you know Bowman Gray Stadium, this is a cauldron that just heats up on summer nights, and the emotions just tend to overflow and explode here. You are a former professional wrestler, Jeff Bunton. Put that into words, the feeling here, because people will think it's staged or scripted. It is not.
This is not scripted. This here is raw emotion. Everybody feeds off of the crowd. Everybody feeds off of the tempers, the hot temps outside. And it was just over time, the Tiger, Tommy Neal, just kept clawing, showing them claws. And it took Zach Orr to step up toe-to-toe with the Tiger.
Well, it hurt Tommy Neal in the point standings, and Double Points Night was something absolutely wild because Billy Gregg was the points leader. He was setting sail with an umbrella drink on his trimming his toenails and just listening to Jimmy Buffett. Well, guess what? His points lead is virtually gone. That's right. 1 point lead going into tonight. He had that big lead. Look to the right there. You see the points gained last week? That big win for Justin Taylor. He gobbled up 33 points on Billy Gregg. Look at all those competitors that just sucked right up, and now Billy Gregg's got his hands full. Folks, this is going to be a wild night of racing at the Madhouse. We're glad you're joining us on Flow Racing. Up next will be the Tough Shed Twin 50s, and we'll be back on Flow Racing.
wouldn't you, Bert?
Man, that'd be something else, wouldn't it? We had Chick-fil-A for lunch. I asked Slate what he wanted for lunch. He said, man, we've been eating Chick-fil-A for lunch on Saturday, and we've been running pretty good. So let's do it again. So hope so, man.
Bert, I know you want to thank your sponsors.
Yeah, man. CitraSafe, as always, Laughlin Concrete, UTI. I did this last time, and they made fun of me. They treated me like I was a rookie. There's so many people that make it happen, it's just hard to name them all. But Choice Tire and Automotive, these guys, it's hot, but they don't quit. We're going to see if we can win both these races tonight.
Maybe we'll see you after a while. Bert Myers, ladies and gentlemen, fastest qualifier with a 13.544. And Ethan Higgins takes home a pole award autographed by Bert Myers. Race fans, I invite you now to turn your attention to the video board so we can see a recap of what happened last Saturday night with the KevinSaysYes.com Madhouse Minute.
Double points on tap. These are the drivers that live by the grace of God at 600 horsepower. Green flag is out, and we are underway. Tim
Madhouse Minute. Straight down.
Double points on tap. These are the drivers that live by the grace of God at 600 horsepower. Green flag is out, and we are underway. Tim Brown rackets his way to victory lane. Brad Lewis wins the double points feature.
Second win of the season.
The streak is over.
Chuck Wall, he showed his muscles tonight.
He's been the best driver in this race, and it's Mike Speedy who will go to victory lane. 100 laps in the sportsman division at Bowman Gray. We are off and running.
And Tommy Neal, contact, goes into the wall.
Caution flag is out. He's going to take Zach Orr out in the middle of the corner, and Neal's already got the window net down. He's ready to hop out of the car and give Zach Orr a piece of his mind.
All bets are off. He's on the hood.
Tap, 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 tap. Every single corner, Chase Robertson is getting into the rear bumper, and he won't get close enough. Donkey strong, Justin Taylor wins the first 100 lapper in 2026.
Folks, we are back here at Bowman Gray Stadium. There's a list of last week's winners, of course, the Twin 25s, Tim Brown headlining that. The Sportsman 100, of course, Chuck Wall winning the Big 50 lapper. Right now, a moment of silence at Bowman Gray Stadium as we honor the life of the great Ned Jarrett. Let's go down trackside.
For the racer's prayer. Lord, I pray as I race today, keep me safe along the way. Not only me, but others too, as they perform the jobs they do. I know, Lord, that in a race, I, the driver, must set the pace. But in this race of life, I pray, help me, Lord, along the way. Although I know I'm a sinner, help me to believe that with Christ, you're always a winner. Amen. Please remain standing as you are able, removing your caps and your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we
Race fans, I know it's hot, it's steamy, but how does it feel to be at the Madhouse on a Saturday night? Well, there's only one thing left to do. Let's go racing!
Oh, yeah. We gotta love it. It's like play ball at the ballpark. Let's go racing from Randy Pulliam. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with the first race of the night. We are back live on Flow Racing at historic Bowman Gray Stadium for night 1,136. The stadium stock cars have entered the arena, and the guy that we've been talking about isn't Jimmy Apsher in the pace car, but he's the car that's going to start second tonight, and that is the white car of Luke Smith. He has been the story all season long in this division. Tonight, his 50th career race at Bowman Gray Stadium. Look at this. 42 of those races have been top 10 finishes. He's currently on a streak of 25 top 10s. But even more impressive, in those 25 top 10s, no finish worse than 6th. Absolute unbelievable dominance. He's won 5 of the first 6 races. He tied Dale Ward's record of 6 consecutive race wins in this division because he won the last race last year. Jeff Bunton, let's get him set for 15 laps tonight. Here's your starting lineup. On the pole tonight in the number 16 Clifton Plumbing Machine will be Steven Sanders alongside the gentleman we just spoke of, the number 80 right there, the Auto Store of North Carolina machine for Luke Smith.
In your second row is the car number 22 out of Kernersville, North Carolina. It's Adam Peanut Baker. On the outside of him from Advance, North Carolina, car number 2. Carson Reed.
Starting in the 5th spot in the Infinity Insurance Group number 43, it's Brandon Lee Brendel. Alongside the Driven Creation number 60, it's Brad Michalowski.
That's Michalowski. Next row is going to be in the car number 8, Jaden Andrews out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Outside of him, car number 46 out of Ellerby, North Carolina, Colton Brown.
Starting 9th, the Disco Turkeys 51 for Andrew Cates alongside the Bendy Straw 44 for Blaze Sanders.
Next row, number 88 out of Lexington, North Carolina. Matthew's already licking his lips at some tiny donuts, little donuts. Zach Taylor. On the outside of him is the legend out of Moxville, North Carolina, car number 24 of A.J. Sanders.
The last row will be complete with last week's winner, the Little Donuts 81 of Chuck Wall, and Levi Holt in the S&P Lemonade number 95. Folks, 15 laps will have 2 stadium stock races for you tonight. The Q104.1 Stadium Stock Division pulls around the north turn slowly, and night 1,136 is green.
Luke Smith is hanging tough on the outside there of Steven Sanders as they go.
We have
got
a
some
spin
trouble
already. It's
No caution yet.
Andrew Cates, the Disco Turkey car, is spun on the back straightaway, and now the yellow flag does indeed come out as a great battle was happening for the lead between Steven Sanders and Luke Smith.
Smith is giving Sanders a run for his money. They're hanging tough on the outside. He had edge over him until the caution came out.
Well, let's look at the Hudson Auto Works replay, and you see towards the bottom of your screen there towards the right, it looks like the 51 just got loose. And that's what happens.
Got loose.
Gracie. You know, you got a lot of wheel to it. You get in the throttle here. It's a flat track. There's no banking to turn you, and that's what happens. Folks, if you're watching on Flow Racing for the first time, this is Bowman Gray Stadium. We don't have live timing and scoring, so if you do see a ticker on our screen, it's old school. It's our TV crew slating the top 5 for you. But the races here get hand-scored by a dedicated team of scorers, 2 booths to the left of us that are doing it with pencil and pen on paper. This is awesome.
And speaking of scoring, when the car came out, they scored Smith in front of Sanders on that one. So he
Luke
will
Smith.
start. They got a lap on the board, so that means they completed lap 1. And like I said, he was hanging tough on the outside, and he had that nose out just enough.
Wow, that is I know Steven Sanders right now is upset. A.J. Sanders, who is in this race towards the rear, had a broken distributor cap just about 45 minutes ago in practice. He and Ricky Wall, fellow competitor, working on the car, and hopefully they have that fixed. A.J. Sanders last week, okay, A.J. Sanders finished the worst finish that he's had in quite a long time. He finished in the 22nd place spot. You know how long it's been since A.J. Sanders had a finish in the 20s? 2015, he finished 24th. 2015. That is, 11 years since he's finished in the 20s? That's just mind-blowing.
That's what's made him a legend here as we go 1 to go and get back under green. But that is an amazing consistency out of a legend of A.J. Sanders. But he's gonna cause some ruckus back here in the back. We're going to keep an eye on him.
Well, A.J. right now is lining up behind his son, the blue 44 of Blaze Sanders. But right now, his other son is up front in the 2nd position, Steven Sanders. And Luke Smith leads them back to green. 1 lap on the Colby scoreboard right now, and the green flag is back out. Luke Smith, a familiar sight up front in a stadium stock race. He gets a little boot from the back. He chases it up the hill right there in turn 2. A tense moment. Here comes Sanders back to the bumper again.
Old Peanut Baker, he's in the catbird seat. He needs to just sit right there and let them tangle together and take advantage of that. But also Peanut's got Brandon Lee Brindle bearing down on his back behind him, sitting in 4th place.
I think Sanders knew that 80 car, once it gets out front, is going to be hard to catch. This might be my chance to make a little bit of bumper contact, maybe get him up the hill. Speaking of that, here comes Brandon Lee Brendel, moving his way by Peanut Baker for the 3 spot.
Coming to complete lap 4. Smith is on cruise control, but he's got to wonder, when is Brandon Lee Brindle going to come up there and challenge him? If he can get by Sanders, I'd be worried.
And look at this right here. There is A.J. Sanders in the blue 24. Chuck Wall, last week's winner in the 50-lapper. He won 4 50-lappers in a row, and now the 81 is trying to march his way through. Levi Holt also underneath that duo right there, trying to get by Colton Brown in the MB Motorsports, number 46, Fox-bodied Mustang machine.
A.J. Sanders made a hole, and they followed, but right now Chuck Wall is getting in. He's ready to pass A.J. Sanders. He's like, thank you for getting me through there, but I need to get up front.
Some contact between 2 of the best to ever hold the steering wheel here in the Stadium Stockers, battling side by side. Sanders up the hill. Wall gets to spot. Here comes Levi Holt to the bottom. The little car that could now is the beautiful car. Ka-chow, the number 95, takes the spot.
Oh, Lightning McQueen's following Chuck Wall up there. We've got 7 laps on the board. Halfway is out, completing lap 8. As Chuck Wall is leading Levi Holt around.
He's in the 8th spot right now with Holt in the 9th spot. That battle just was. And the 81 is catching Zach Taylor. But right now we're looking towards the front of the field. Luke Smith has stretched out the lead, but guess what? The number 43 has cast out his rod and reel, and he is trying to reel in the most dominant car of 2026.
Oh, you got me excited talking fishing and racing. That's what I'm talking about, Matthew. But I told you earlier, you got to think Smith was worried about that 43 if he got
family pass right there. Chuck Wall going around his son-in-law, Zach Taylor, both Little Donuts machines.
Once you go through the back gate there's no friends or family here in the Madhouse.
The 44 of Blaze Sanders is slow now, exiting turn 2.
Caution.
And on the bottom right in front of the leaders, and the caution is out. And this is just what Brandon Brendel needs. This will give him a shot right behind. Oh, folks, you know what I love about commercials? Not commercials, excuse me, cautions. S&P Lemonade is here, folks. Seth has just entered the booth here. Seth has S&P Lemonade. Mine's even going to light up tonight. I got strawberry tonight. Jeff Bunton, are you going to want a lemonade, buddy?
Sure, I'll take one. It's a hot night.
I mean, a hot night in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. There's nothing better than some S&P Lemonade. Folks, if you come to Bowman Gray Stadium, this is one of the great concession items in all of American short track racing, so make sure you check it out. Seth has immersed himself as a part of the Bowman Gray culture, and we're so proud that he comes and helps out our crew by refreshing us on a hot night like this. Yeah, you don't see other business owners hawking lemonades in the grandstands. Hey, just admit it, Seth. You came up here because it's air conditioning. Well, guess what? That little bit of a lemonade break took care of the caution. It's a quickie yellow right now. One lap till we go back to green. The single popsicle stick is in the air by the flagman.
You got 12 laps on the board, Matthew. You got to wonder, are we going to see a bump and run tonight already in the first race?
Okay, here's why I say yes. If you watched last week's 50 lapper, Brendel was not shy about putting the bumper to Luke Smith. And I think a lot of that isn't, rivalry. I think it's frustration that you want to be the guy. And Luke Smith has been the guy all year. There we go, a little bumper. We talked about it. He sends him into the south turn. Soaring does he go. Now behind them, a little bit of a spin. Carson Reed goes around. But still, bumper tag up front. 3 cars locked together like an accordion.
No caution, Matthew, as Brandon Brendel has not. That's his first time getting off as Smith gets into Brandon Brendel. Here comes Sanders. We got a stop car on the backstretch. Sanders takes second. Puts Smith in the wall. We've got madness. Caution is out as Sanders and Smith tangle on the backstretch, beating bumpers.
Wow.
Brandon Lee Brendel.
Watch Luke Smith. He's not happy. Luke Smith pulling up to the number 43. He doesn't feel like he was raced the way he would like to be raced here at Bowman Gray Stadium. They swap fenders right now and trade paint on the back straightaway now. Unbelievable chain of events here at the front of this field with 1 lap to go.
That would be green, white together. But, Matthew, Smith's got every right to be ticked off. He had Brandon Brendel for the drop of the green.
Both of them used
up on his rear end the whole lap around, pushing him around this joint. Obviously, Brandon Brendel's got the better car.
Brendel just wants to win. Okay, let's just put it that way.
They all want to win.
They all want to win. And right now, it's got to be frustrating to be the guy that won everything last year, and now somebody else is winning everything this year. Let's take a look at the Hudson Auto Works replay. And, Jeff, just to your point, he basically has the rear end of that 80 lifted up going into the corner. Quite a piece of driving by Luke Smith to hang on to this thing with the rear wheels almost lifted off, at least the weight off the rear wheels. And then you see Sanders go in there, polka right there. Unbelievable piece of driving by Luke Smith, and wild times here in this top 3.
But Smith, he didn't like that. Then Sanders took advantage. But down here on the back straightaway, Sanders puts him in the wall. Wow. They start fighting and beating and banging under caution. Hey, you know what this means? The first race of the night, it sets the tone.
That's your favorite, isn't it?
Oh,
I think my favorite is like these are the drivers that live by the grace of God at 600 horsepower. I've got my little isms. The bingo card is out, folks.
We'll get there.
I know Elgin Trailer, our beloved cameraman in turn 1, is making a Dillner bingo card. So you guys, not a drinking game, don't worry, because we want to keep you safe. But it will be a bingo card. I've always wanted to do a Jeff Bunton bingo card. But anyway, let's talk about this, because this is an absolute barn burner so far in the Stadium Stock division. And I would not be surprised if you see a little bumper tag returned.
Oh, we're going to see that all right. You're going to have green, white together, folks.
Explain that.
If you're not accustomed to that, here at Bowman Gray, it's usually a green, white checkered, but these laps don't count. So when we go back under green, it'll be green, white together. They'll be coming around to complete lap 15, which is the show for the stadium stock.
So basically, when the green flag comes out, you'll have a quarter-mile trip with 4 turns to make, and Brandon Lee Brendel will try to keep Luke Smith at bay. Smith, the record breaker in this division so far, unstoppable before last week. Can he do it? Brendel takes the green, white together. Here they go. Brendel soaring into the south turn. He moves up, drives into the corner pretty deep. Here comes Luke Smith looking for daylight. Will he give him the north turn nudge? Gently suggesting to the back bumper, but no, it's Brandon Lee Brendel who wins it.
Wow, he actually drove Brandon Lee Brendel with some respect there. He could have drove in there and knocked him out, cleaned his clock, but he did not.
You give respect and you get respect. And right there, Luke Smith was hot under the collar, but those two drivers, once they cooled off, finished it in an admirable way. Some congratulations right there from the number 16 of Steven Sanders.
A lot of pointing fingers there. Was that congratulations or was that?
I think it was a congratulations.
Awesome performance by the top 5 there.
And here we go for that victory lap, a very familiar one because this is Brandon Lee Brendel's 39th win. He is burning it down. Yeah. How about that? Oh, boy. The 2025 Stadium Stock champion who, needed to get back to victory lane. 2 wins thus far this season. But really, this whole division, everybody's been talking about Luke Smith. And tonight, they're not going to talk about Luke Smith. They're going to talk about this driver right here, the 2021 and 2025 champion, scoring his 3rd win of 2026 at Bowman Gray Stadium. Let's go down trackside to Randy Pulliam, who will have our winner with his family.
A happy, happy crew down here to congratulate Brandon Brendel. As he climbs out of the cockpit, let him hear. Brandon, let's head over here. I ain't gonna lie, that water felt pretty good. Win number 3 on the season. Number 39, I believe, in your Bowman Gray career. What a race between you and Luke.
Yeah, every time that kid's been around me, he's knocked the shit out of me. I planned on hitting him. Steven helped me a little bit. He don't like being bumped back, but that door banging after I pass him is going to come to a stop, or we'll tear up race cars real quick like the rest of the season.
I know you want to thank your sponsors.
I want to thank Tom Barnhart with Infinity Insurance Group, Brick with Tar Heel Septic Solutions, Chad Chandler with Chandler Home Improvements, Brad with Velocita, and G Engineering Race Engines.
Congratulations to Brandon Brendel, win number 3 on the season.
Oh, Brandon Brendel with some choice words. Brendel ties David Adams, Gary Myers, and Derek Stoltz for 18th on the all-time wins list. Oh, man, that's just the first race of the night. We'll be right back after this message.
Welcome back to a beautiful night here in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and we have two law offices of John Barrow Sportsman Division races tonight. This is the lineup for the first one. The Harbor Garage Towing 37 starts first. That's Chris Massey. And then on the outside will be the Quality Glass Service, number 55, for the polarizing Zach Orr.
Next row, you've got car number 99 from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, Brian Sykes Jr. On the outside of him, out of Clemens, North Carolina, and the car number 1, Austin Jones.
Starting in the 5th position will be the Wade Interiors 51. It's Austin Taylor. On the outside, the Swamp, number 24, the Furnace, A.J. Burness.
Next row, in the car number 42, out of Kernersville, North Carolina, Joe Weevil. And on the outside of him is the Rockstar out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and car number 03, Sterling Plemons.
Starting in the 9th position, your points leader by a slim margin, the Rocket Donkey 98 for Billy Gregg. On the outside, the Tysinger Lawn Care 26 for Austin Cates.
Next row, in car number 5, out of Martinsville, Virginia, is Jonathan. Help me out with that. Simachek, thank you. On the outside of him, car number 88 out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina, Chris Taylor.
Lucky position 13 is the Zero Hero. It's Kirk Sheets in the Cook's Flea Market Machine alongside the 75 Carolina Asset Recovery car for Brent Brown.
Oh, this next row is a hot one. It's car number 21 out of Rule Hall, North Carolina. He's going to bring out the claws tonight. Tommy, the Tiger Neal. On the outside of him, in car number 18 out of Wallburg, North Carolina, is Dylan Ward.
Starting in position number 17 tonight, the Bowman Law 28. That is Nate Gregg. And alongside last week's big winner of the Sportsman 100, it's the 51 Raceworks 12 for Justin Taylor. And bringing up the rear of the field, the good guy in the tough shed, number 38, it's the good guy, Mitch Gales. Folks, this is going to be a barn burner, as the Sportsman Division always is. There is your points leader. We built it up at the top of the show. He had a huge lead, I believe 35-point lead leading into last week. It evaporated. Like water on a hot summer day, it just disappeared. He finished 11th. Not so bad, but when your second place points man finishes first on double points night, that's a difference of 33 points. Now, he's hanging on for dear life for that points lead.
He's got a lot to make up tonight. He does not need any trouble tonight. He needs the other guys to have trouble. We may see that. Zach Orr's got 9 drivers between him and the Tiger.
Orr will start to the outside. The law offices of John Barrow Sportsman Division. Twin 20s tonight. 20-lapper number 1 is underway.
Massey does not get a good start there. Orr gets an incredible start as Massey has Austin Jones hung out on the high side there, going into 3 and 4. Zach Orr's got on cruise control, complete lap 1.
A whole gaggle of cars behind Orr, side by side. The number 1 vying for that 2 spot. He does so. Here comes some.
The
in
Tiger!
The back, the Tiger has spun. So is the Zero Hero. Yellow flag is out at Bowman Gray.
The Tiger just got his tail stepped on. Not good. Not good for whoever got in there.
Oh, that lady's not happy.
Oh, she's not happy.
I'll tell you what. Last week, what happened with Tommy Neal, I was sitting in the grandstands. I was not calling the race. I went in the grandstands, and I'm sitting with my little nephew, Levi, and this place erupted. Anything that Tommy Neal does, they erupt. Now, look at the Hudson Auto Works replay, and you see A.J. Burness get out of shape on the front bumper of Plemons. That stacked everybody up, including Sheets and Tommy Neal, and that could have been a lot worse. Some great driving by Nate Gregg. If you watch the pink and black car to the right side of your screen, as he avoids contact with the Zero Hero the 18 of Dylan Ward got into him, but the 28 diving down to the grass. What a great piece of driving by Nate Gregg.
Tommy Tiger Nail, he had nowhere place to go with Kurt Sheets.
Tough night
nice
for the
guy.
Kirkland Motorsports
hate
Zero.
it for him. Yeah, nice guy, hate it for him, but he had nowhere to go with Kurt Sheets sideways there, so all he had to do was just turn it sideways. Dylan Ward might have helped him out with that, but it's no harm, no foul. It's Bowman Gray racing right there. Chain reaction.
You see the Zero Hero going back to the pits, and they've been working on that car week after week. That's a perimeter chassis race car, trying to get the tight out of it. And Ron Burchett, who's Amber Lynn's dad, of course, Amber Lynn, wife of Kirk Sheets, really working hard on that car. Now you saw the damage on the number 21 car of Tommy Neal. No harm, no foul, it looks like, on the right side of Niels Harkey Litigation 21. 2 laps down in this sportsman race.
We got 2 laps on the board there. That damage that was seen on Tommy Neal's car there, that's character. That's not too much damage.
No.
I think he'll be just fine. But he's got Mr. Nice Guy, Mitch Gales, in front of him. We remember what happened a couple of weeks ago with them two.
Yeah, I mean, Mitch is not a guy that's going to respond. Mitch is probably one of the cleanest drivers, the white number 38, in this field. And let's look at the Hudson Auto Works replay right now, and you look at, trying to get some debris off the car. And there is Dylan Ward on the outside. He builds the 03's chassis, which is Sterling Plemons. They park next to each other. That 18 chassis is a former Wesley Thompson chassis built by the number 18 driver Dylan Ward. They were just trying to, instead of going in
so let me
and
tell
losing
you
position,
how that works there. Anytime that happened here, when I was an official here, Jimmy Brown would be asked, how's that car look with that fender hanging off? He'd tell him either it's good or it needs to go to the barn. Right there, he said it needs to go to the barn. So the teammate, Dylan Ward, rolls up there, takes care of business himself.
That's great.
Perfect teamwork right there as we go 1 to go with 2 laps on the board.
Well, here we go. Jimmy Apsher in the modern Chevrolet Pace vehicle brings that beautiful Chevrolet into the end zone of the football field inside of this famed quarter mile. The fans now rise to their feet, hands up in the air. Zach Orr takes the green, 2 laps into this one. Austin Jones now in second on the back bumper, and Brian Sykes Jr., last year's street stock champion.
Good start by Zach Orr as Jones took a peek on the inside, but he had nowhere to go there on the inside of Zach Orr as he has got a car length between him and Jones, as Sykes is bearing down the back of Jones for second place.
Sykes, like a real estate agent, looking for land. He gets it. The bottom. He gets by the one.
Trouble in turn 3. We got him around again.
The Furnace, A.J. Burness, and Chris Taylor are involved, bringing out the NC811.org caution flag.
That's 2 for Burness.
Hey, will he go for the hat trick? It is hockey season.
Go Canes.
Yeah, I'll join the Cane bandwagon. I'll do it. I'll hop on the bandwagon.
Now, during that, as we see a replay here.
Hudson Auto Works replay. And,
had some help.
Nate Gregg got him around. Oh, boy.
Had some help there. Nate Gregg said, we got to go. He saw Dad, Billy Gregg, during that, passing the 51 of Austin Taylor. So, Gregg, he's gaining some positions.
All right, let's take a quick break on Flow Racing, and we'll be back. Well, as the Citrus Safe Cleaners track crew goes to work here on the racetrack, we are getting set to hopefully be going back to green here shortly in the 20-lapper, the first 20-lapper for the Sportsman.
This great crowd here, this Madhouse Maniacs came out tonight on a hot, hot night. Good to see everybody come out here. We're trying to line these cars up. They're having trouble getting them in order. Austin Taylor's got a little bit of an argument of where they're placing him.
Well, I really want to talk about something really special tonight. Anytime a driver makes his debut, it's special. And this is Joe Weevil right here, a supporter of Zach Orr, a sponsor on his car. Tar Heel Septic, Cardinal Plumbing. We like to tease him, the chicken plumbing. But this is a guy making his debut. He's been in the Zach Orr garage with that crew, working on this car, building this race car. Today, practicing for the first time in morning practice. A little bit of nerves, but then he decided earlier today, you know what, I'm going to give it a go, and I'm just going to go out there, complete laps, and get respect. And that's what the driver of the 42 is doing. Welcome to Sportsman Racing, Joe Weevil.
Matthew, here we are. 1 to go. Leader coming to the green. 4 laps on the board. Let's see if Zach Orr gets another good restart here with Brian Sykes Jr. bearing down on his back. Green flag is in the air.
Orr holds the position through turn 1 and turn number 2. Sykes Jr., who's had some good runs as of late, especially last week, finishing 3rd in the double pointer, is in 2nd right now. This would be a good points day for he. But can he get that 1 spot? Looking further back, here comes the march of Billy Gregg in the 4 spot. Billy Gregg, your points leader, as we keep an eye on these leaders.
Oh, we got him tangling right here.
Billy Gregg wants that spot. Knock, knock, knock on the door to Chris Massey. I'm here. If you don't give me the spot, I'm going to take the spot. Now, daylight underneath the 37 for Billy Gregg.
Massey gets way high as Billy Gregg takes advantage of that. Like I said earlier, he needed spots tonight. He didn't need no problems, and he's doing just that.
And now Massey fades further back. That is good for your points leader, Billy Gregg, to move into that spot. He's first in points, and now he sits 4th on the track. Weevil is spun. Weevil is spun in turn 2.
Coming off of turn 2 there, we got a car around Weevil, number 42. The leaders had to check up there. Good piece of driving by everyone, backing it down. Spotters in the ears of the drivers there. We've got 8 laps on the board. It looked like Zach Orr's got a good car underneath him, but he's got Brian Sykes Jr. waiting to pounce on him at the right time.
And Weevil will get a little push. He made his debut a little more colorful by getting a little spin in. You know, you got to find your edge.
Welcome to the Madhouse.
Yes, welcome to the Madhouse. Well, you know, we talked about Billy Gregg being in the 4th spot, and he has to get every position he can. We showed you the graphic earlier tonight about the points that he lost, about 33 points he lost to Justin Taylor, the driver of the number 12 car. Justin Taylor right now sits in the 9th spot.
So he's
4
got
cars between them. So right now, Billy Gregg has gained some points if it ends right now.
But
so
not much.
Not much, but
he's
every
gaining.
point matters. So that is the race within the race in some of these races. And we have twins tonight, 2 races. But every spot matters in this points battle. And we are tonight at the midway point, like the old school, you know, mid-season championships, as we'd call them. And you want to leave this weekend in the points lead.
This tonight is the cross flags are out. It's halfway through the season. This here tonight is going to show who is going to probably be on top toward the end of the season. So tonight's very important.
It's very important. Those double points nights.
Austin Jones has a problem coming here. We were under 1 to go, but Austin Jones has got a problem. He was sitting in 3rd place. He's not running. Caution's back out, guys.
The number 1 of Austin Jones has slowed on the back straightaway. The grandson of the great Pee Wee Jones, who is having one of his best runs of 2026 tonight, looks to not be under power.
I tell you, Zach Orr and Brian Sykes Jr. and Austin Jones was putting on a good performance. Them 3 started leaving the field, but you got to wonder what's going on here.
All right, while he gets pushed off, let's take a quick break on Flow Racing. Welcome back to the Madhouse as the lights go on here in a beautiful Carolina summer night in June. I'm your host, Matthew Dillner, joined alongside by the great Jeff Bunton, JB, or as the wrestling people would call him, JB Cole, the former flagman here at Bowman Gray Stadium. You've got a lot of experience, but we've got a new flag stand this year. What do you think about that thing?
It's still pretty good.
It's a lift.
It's a lift.
It's a lift.
I mean, I'd rather have the old one there. I felt a little
We'll
bit.
have the new ones here, I'm hearing, next year.
That's good. That's good. But that one there, that'll do.
It'll do.
We're on one to go, Matthew. We're trying to
going
get
this time. Yep.
We're trying to get this underway. We've been having some issues, but Zach Orr is bringing the field around. Brian Sykes Jr. already on the back bumper.
Good news is Austin Jones was able to get his car push-started. He has regained that 3 spot. So now he's going to have his mirror full of Billy Gregg. Gregg on the march through the field now has the rock star behind him and Dylan Ward. This is going to get interesting. Halfway down in this 20-lapper.
Cross flags are out as Austin Jones gets a little bit tagged right there by, and he goes around off the nose and gets hammered.
Ow.
Hammered by Dylan Ward, head on. Off the nose of Billy Gregg, turned around, and Dylan Ward had nowhere to go. You got to wonder, did he have issues going into turn 1?
Massive collision. Massive collision. You see the sparks underneath Dylan Ward's number 18 car. Calamity Corner is turn number 2 right now. The safety crew checking. All drivers are A-OK, but piles of sheet metal and sparks and damage fill the air here at Bowman Gray Stadium.
Oh, they're not okay. They're ticked off. But you got to wonder, did Austin Jones have issues going into turn 1? Billy Gregg put the nose underneath his left rear corner going into 1, but was he low on power? You got to wonder. Austin Jones was just pushed off.
Austin Jones had Billy Gregg to the backside of his car, I believe. That would be the 4-spot car, and he was in 3rd. They were battling for it in turn number 1. It appeared that daylight was underneath the number 1 car. Billy Gregg took full advantage of it. So this is what happens when you have a quarter mile. There's not much space there. Okay, it's like you and me right now. If we were in a phone booth, okay?
Oh man.
If you're in a phone booth, there's not much room.
How did we get there is my question. Oh, and you see there, you got to wonder if he was low on power because he had an issue earlier during the caution, had to get pushed off to restart, but nowhere to go. Did the Rockstar or Dylan Ward have anywhere to go and just pile drived Austin? You got to feel for those guys there.
And there is Austin Jones.
Now, Massey, he just came to a stop. He wasn't collected. He just came to a stop. They're pushing him back so he can get around him. Now, the field's coming around here, Matthew.
Jones isn't happy.
So Jones is still standing there. So you got to wonder, okay, we're about to find out if he's –
He's a very calm individual. If you know Austin, he's just not hot under the collar. He's one of the most laid-back guys in our pit area. But, you know, it's interesting right now because I guarantee he's a little hot under the collar. He's a type of old-school racer, though, that is going to watch his car get hooked up and towed off. So I don't want to presume that he's going to gesture over to Billy Gregg. But one can assume with that contact that was made that he is not too happy.
I don't care how nice of a guy you are. When you walk through those back gates there, this place changes even Mr. Rogers into a villain. I'm telling you, this is the Madhouse. So you're going to keep a camera on him and just see when the field comes around what he actually does. We got the officer there standing just in case.
You got the police officer out there doing his job.
Just in case.
Let's take a quick look as Big Red hooks him up on the Hudson Auto Works replay. And this is coming off of turn 4, and this is the perfect view to show this. Okay, now Billy Gregg commits to the bottom right there, and Austin kind of enters the turn a little bit late. Contact happens. If you're on one side of the fence, you're going to say he came down. If you're on the other side of the fence, you're going to say I got flat out dumped. And then the huge T-bone right there, that's expensive.
It's hard to tell. Again, I got to go back and say he had a problem before. So you don't know if he had a problem right there because earlier the top 3 was leaving Billy Gregg.
In Bowman Gray standards, he had the spot.
Correct. He had the spot.
In other racetracks, you'd say it's not even wheel to wheel. He doesn't have
correct.
The spot.
Austin had, Billy Gregg had the spot underneath Austin going into the corner. Heavy contact right there. But you got to wonder to yourself if, was there an issue there? Because earlier in the race, those 3 left the fourth place car. Them guys were bumper to bumper throughout the race. Under power, handling great. And then after Austin Jones gets pushed off because something mechanical went wrong, Bowman Gray gives his spot back. As we see, Austin, usually they go over to the gator and sit down, and the officer saying, yeah, let's go ahead. So we don't know if he's upset with Billy. I'm sure he is.
You know, as he gets a lift off, I got to say, I'm a big tow truck guy, and the Daniel Davis towing guys right now are doing what, if you're a kid in the grandstands right now, when you see a double hook, you don't see that very often in racing anymore. But this is an old-school double hook that's going on with the number 1 car. It's that damaged that this car has to be double hooked off the racetrack. And this right here is an art in itself, not just in how you hook up the tow trucks, but then how you actually drive off, where one has to drive in reverse and you can't rip the car apart. Right now, Billy Gregg is driving across the infield grass. I'm wondering why. He is your third-place competitor. But, hey, as poor Austin Jones, he just lost the hood on top of his car. But as they tow this car off, let's take a quick break on Flow Racing, and we'll be back. We still have a lot more sportsman racing to go.
Welcome back to the Madhouse. It's been a hot night with hot temps and hot tempers. As we're going to run down the top 5 here in the sportsman division. This is just the first race, Matthew, of the first sportsman, 20-lapper.
And you see them all on your screen there. Good job by our camera people right there.
Awesome job by our Flow cameras. Zach Orr, the hero here as of late, in car number 55, is your first place competitor there. Behind him is a young Brian Sykes Jr. Good run for him so far this sportsman race tonight. And then behind him right now, the spotlight's on this one here after the incident that we just seen. But Billy Gregg, the 98 car, which he needed the spots tonight. He needed a good finish, like we said before. But look behind him. Look who's creeped into the picture here.
We said there was 4 spots between them in this points lead. Now there's no spots in between them. So in 3rd and 4th are your points leader and your second place points man, who's 1 point behind. But who's behind the number 12, Jeff?
Oh, we've got the son of Billy Gregg, another fierce competitor here in sportsman.
The plot thickens.
Nate Gregg. As we go 1 to go here. Again, you're probably wondering, why are we talking about points already? It's halfway through the season. This sets the tone for the rest of the season. You may see.
They had a little donut count on how many times I said it the other night, 2 weeks ago. I'm going to have a sets the tone count for you.
This here's going to show you.
As you grabbed me as you said it.
This here's going to show you who might be up top. Let's bring them to green, Matthew.
9 laps to go when we take the green. Zach Orr on the point. Brian Sykes Jr., a little bit of bumper tag there. Here comes the 12, peeking to the bottom. He gets into your points leader. This is the points battle royale. Justin Taylor gets the 3 spot. by Billy Gregg. Gregg soars it into the north turn, gives up a little tap to the bumper. Don't look now because behind them, here comes the Tiger.
Where did the Tiger come from? Out of nowhere. He's on the inside of Nate Gregg. He's trying to take care of son so he can take care of father in front of him, Billy Gregg. Right now, Billy Gregg is trying to get back to the back bumper of Taylor to return the favor.
Oh, boy, this has turned into an entertaining race. Now Nate Gregg with the crossover. Underneath the Tiger he goes, but powering down the straightaway is a 21, and now Neal goes around. Nate Gregg gets into Tommy Neal. Tommy Neal's crazy season continues. He's either winning a race or embroiled in controversy.
It's the Tiger versus the world.
Tommy versus the world. We detailed it at the beginning of the night. He had trouble at the beginning of this race. He clawed his way back up to the front, and now the fans are going crazy around the Madhouse as the hero and villain all in one is involved in another incident. Look at him. Look at him cheering.
Matt, you got to see this again.
Hudson Auto Works replay. Tommy Neal comes down. That's a tough one to call right there.
That's a tough angle to call that one. Let's just call it Madhouse Racing.
Here we go.
Oh, this is going to be a good one. This is a good one.
So Neal thinks he's clear right there. The spotter cleared him right there. So he starts to come down, but when he lifts and the 28 charges the corner, that's where the contact happens.
You got to expect that. Here at the Madhouse, a quarter mile around a football field, you got to expect that guy behind you to peek that nose in there going into the corner.
Oh, I wouldn't want to be I wouldn't mind being Tommy Neal's Tommy Neal's blood pressure medicine supplier. Okay, because this guy has so much blood pressure fluctuation in one 20-lap race, more than I've ever seen. This guy has got to be the guy that has passed the most cars this year, because it seems like it's like one step forward, 2 steps, or 4 steps back. The guy works his way through this field and puts on a show, and then something happens that takes him out.
With 5 laps to go, I wouldn't want to be the drivers in front of the Tiger. We got Zach Orr and Brian Sykes about to put on a show as they come to the green, Matthew.
Green flag is back out. 5 laps to go. Zach Orr on the point of this one. Sykes, they all go across the turtles. Last week's winner of the Sportsman 100 is now up to 3rd, and he's 1 position ahead of the points leader. He's 1 point in 2nd behind the guy, Billy Gregg, right behind him.
So all that passing that Billy Gregg did earlier in the race actually does nothing, because he's got Justin Taylor right there in front of him sitting in 3rd in the catbird seat, just in case if Brian Sykes catches Zach Orr and tangles with him. But right now, Zach Orr's got a 2-car length lead on Brian Sykes Jr.
Sykes Jr. having a good season so far, is the young man in that number 99 in 2nd position. Things are starting to settle down here in the Sportsman race with 2 laps to go.
The next flag that Zach Orr will see in that car number 55 will be the white flag with another car length on Brian Sykes Jr. Will Brian Sykes Jr. gain anything on this lead that Zach Orr has? No.
They are crashing across the start-finish line. Chris Massey, will there be enough room for a finish? Yellow flag is out. Caution flag is out. This one is not done. This one is not done. Just when Zach Orr thought he was on his way for his 4th win of the season, he comes out of the north turn to a car spun Chris Massey across the start-finish line. This is going to be a wild finish.
Matthew, they had to throw the caution there. They had no choice. Safety there. Massey was right there after the start-finish line.
Well, let's take a look at this on the Hudson Auto Works replay, and, well, you guessed it. It's the Tiger, Tommy Neal, again involved in something. He gets into the 51 there, and the 37 goes around.
I wouldn't put all that on to the
definitely
Tiger.
not.
Massey was coming off the corner kind of loose and
that was
losing
a spot ahead of him anyway.
That's typical Madhouse racing around a quarter mile. You're going to have a train reaction there. So I won't put all that on him.
That's the polka.
But he's having a bad night.
Yes, he is. And but, hey, he has another shot at it, okay?
Another race
We'll have the invert, and Tommy Neal can come out and thrill the fans once again. It's wild to see a car right now that's in maybe 12th place. And you watch around the stadium here, and all the kids in turn number 1 on the bottom. Every time that Tommy Neal goes around, they're pointing, they're cheering, they're booing.
That's the Camo Boys out there in turn 1.
The Camo Boys.
The Camo
I like
Boys.
that.
You got to look them up on TikTok. But listen here, we're coming to 1 to go.
I can't see them.
Where'd they go? Oh, camouflage.
Oh, there's the kids. Look at the kids. Watch. This is great. Tommy Neal comes around. He's not around yet. Just wait for it. Wait for it. Tommy Neal's he's a little deeper in the field. Here they go. We got the boos right there and all sorts of gestures. That is awesome.
You go a couple of rows down, you'll see those guys I was talking about. But right now we're coming to the green. It's going to be green and white together. Once again, Matthew.
2 races, 2 green, whites, yellow
caution
flag
again.
out again. We've seen something, whether it's on the racetrack. I believe it is in turn number 4 as an official goes out there right now. 1 to go. Next time by, says Chief Starter Randy Smith, and we will restart this one green-white together.
We'll go green-white together next time by, and you got to think.
Oh, there's the debris. That's a good job by the officials to spot that.
You got to think, this here, you think Tommy Neal's going to forget in the next sportsman race if them two, the 21 and 28, get near each other? That's something to watch in the next sportsman race later tonight.
Sykes, the rookie, to the back bumper of the veteran and former champion, Zach Orr. Green flag and white flag together. 1 trip around the famed quarter mile.
I'm going to say Zach Orr really got the jump on that one there, but right now he's got 2 car links on the second place car, Brian Sykes Jr., coming around to receive the checkered flag.
Zach Orr wins his 4th of the season. Orr over Sykes Jr., Justin Taylor, Billy Gregg, Nate Gregg, Mitch Gales. But for Orr, his 4th win of the season, the 29th of his great career, which Justin Mincy letting us know that this ties him with his former rival. Yes, Michael Adams for 8th on the all-time sportsman wins list. And there it is, the Cardinal Plumbing, Chicken Plumbing machine, Jerry Johnson Motors on board for Zach Orr, who gets another win after a tough night the other night. He rebounds here with the checkered flag.
Zach Orr had a heck of a restart there.
Now, Orr started from the outside of the front row and made quick work. Great job by Brian Sykes Jr. not trying to force anything. The rookie competitor
he raced with some
second.
respect. Absolutely.
He did, and he's been tearing up some sheet metal in his rookie season. So to have a night like that where they're not fixing anything, well, at least not yet, that is a great thing for that young, talented racer. Let's go down to Randy Pulliam, who is trackside. They're also going to draw for the invert for the second race, so we'll get to see that here on Flow Racing. Let's go down to Randy Pulliam.
Keep your eyes on the video board. This is the Elite Underground Utility Madhouse Scramble Redraw. He draws number 8, the best he could draw. The top 8 finishers in the first race will be inverted. Zach will start 8th. Zach Orr picks up the win. Zach, let's head over here to the Carolina Wood Floors winner circle and have a chat with Mr. Orr for the 4th time this season. 29th in your Bowman Gray career. And how about that redraw? Drew a number 8. What do you think about the chances to pick up 2 wins tonight?
Yeah, we're going to definitely try to do it. Boy, it's hot out here tonight. I got to thank all my sponsors and all my crew for helping. Last week was a little rough, but we come back and we did what we needed to do.
I know you want to thank your sponsors.
Yeah, I want to thank everybody, Quality Glass, CTC Realty, Jerry Johnson Motors, everybody helps us, Brick, everybody. I can't thank them enough.
Congratulations, Zach Orr picks up the win in the first 20-lapper for the losses of John Barrow Sportsman Series.
Zach Orr, your first winner in the Sportsman division. They'll have another 20-lapper. We'll be back with the first Tough Shed Twin 50 for the NASCAR Modifieds next on Flow Racing. We are back live on Flow Racing, and we are getting set for the first Twin 50 for the NASCAR Brad's Golf Cars Modified Division, the Tough Shed Twin 50s, presented by Q104.1. And there is your pole sitter. And, you know, this is a guy right now that is really showing his stuff this year in fourth place in points, and that is your point standings for this division. You see that guy right there, the 51. I want to key on him. And that is Snowman, Junior Snow, who's really coming into his own this year with a level of consistency that we have not seen out of this 51 camp. And this is the Snowman, a young man, age 30 now. His father is his crew chief. His father's also been battling cancer and beating it, and that's awesome to see. But, you know, a guy that came from the stadium stocks and raced some 602 crate mods. But what I like is today working on his car, morning practice, coming inside now after the pit area with his van. Why? What are you talking about, his van? It's his van for the business he owns, a Triad chimney sweep. This is a guy who's an entrepreneur, owns his own business, works his butt off. He's a former college baseball player as well, and one of the great characters, young characters here, and potential superstars here at Bowman Gray Stadium, Jeff.
This is all about your everyday average Joe in
Yes.
a rocket here at the Madhouse, trying to make a name for himself. Now, a few years back, he tried to make a name for himself, but he was trying to, you know, show that you're not going to run over me, and he was involved in a championship deal there that cost somebody, but we're not going to go there. But, you know, he's just an everyday working man that's, you know, doing his thing and comes here and he's a superstar.
Yeah,
That's what it's
exactly.
all about here at the Madhouse.
Well, let's give you the starting lineup for this first Twin 50, Jeff Bunton, and we'll start with the pole sitter. We just talked about him, the Wagner Appliances 51. It's the Snowman, Junior Snow, to the outside, one of the greats of all time here at Bowman Gray Stadium from Walnut Cove, North Carolina, the Citrus Safe #1. It's the ace, Burt Myers.
Second row from Wahlberg, North Carolina, in car number 75 is Lee Jeffries. On the outside of him, in the car number 83 out of Tobaccoville, North Carolina, it's the Rocket, Tim Brown.
Starting in fifth tonight will be the KevinSaysYes.com 04 for two-time Bowman Gray Stadium track champion. It's Brandon Ward to the outside, the 3rd Street Financial #4 for the working man. It's Jason Myers.
And the next row, in car number 99 out of Mount Airy, North Carolina, is Jordan Fleming. And on the outside row of him is father out of Mount Airy, North Carolina, Chris Fleming, in the car number 16.
Starting in the 9th position will be the garage doors of the Triad 07 for young Riley Neal, seeking his first win. Also seeking his first win on the outside, the Big B Coffee Machine, the 64 for second-generation driver Ethan Truel.
Next row, in car number 6 out of Walnut Cove, North Carolina, Slate Myers. On the outside of him, in the car number 10 out of Newton, Pennsylvania, Mike Speeney.
Starting in lucky position 13 tonight is the Amanda Tucker #5. It's Randy Butner, the Iron Man of Bowman Gray Stadium. To the outside, it's the Friendly Ghost, the number 47, the Riggs crew. Folks, it's Jackson Casper.
Next row, out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina, in that famous number 69, the Superman, John Holloman. And on the outside of him, in the car number 9 out of King, North Carolina, is Kyle Southern.
Starting 17th tonight in the Harper, number 82 is the rookie, Mason Lawson. To the outside, the 00, the El Padrino Mav Music Machine for the Flying Taco, Danny Probst.
Next row, car number 70, which is going to look like Mike Speeney's 10 car, 10, but it's number 70, is Tom Buzzy out of Maiden, North Carolina. On the outside of him, out of Charlotte, North Carolina, is car number 3, Andrew Hara.
And the Williams Trucking number 13, the driver starting 21st, is Luke Fleming. To the outside, Brandon Butner in the Muddy Creek Motorsports 35.
Last row, car number 68 is Gerald Robertson Jr. On the outside of him, in car number 11, Walnut Cove, North Carolina's own Corey Levet. As you see there, Matthew, that's the hot modifieds of Bowman Gray. This is a fan favorite.
I love when you say hot modifieds. That just gives me a little chill bumps of old school Bowman Gray when you say home of the hot modifieds.
Absolutely. It's the jet fighters in the gymnasium. This is what you're looking at right here, is those modifieds right there.
I don't know if you could hear it on the broadcast, but up here in the booth when they say, gentlemen, start your engines, and these modifieds fire up, the little 4-year-old in me that grew up at Islip Speedway, Stafford Motor Speedway, it just all comes back to me. That unmistakable rumble of 600 horsepower times 24 tonight here in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And the guy at the front of this field right now that's starting on the pole is Junior Snow. But on the outside of the front row is that driver right there. One of the greatest drivers to hold the steering wheel here at Bowman Gray. And tonight he got the pole award with the fastest lap of the season. 13.544 miles per hour around Bowman Gray Stadium for the great Burt Myers and that CitraSafe number 1. Big time pole. They redrew the top 6 cars here. So Myers drawing the pill for the 2 spot. You see Lee Jeffries behind him. The white number 75 will have a great starting position tonight as his season struggles continue, and he hopes to put a Band-Aid on 2026.
And what we're going to talk about now is these wins that Burt Myers is trying to catch Tim Brown the Rocket. Burt Myers has 103 wins. He's got 2 chances tonight to catch Tim Brown a little bit, gain some ground on him, because Tim Brown's got 107. So the last time somebody won back-to-back Twin 50s was Tim Brown in 2018.
And you know what happens if you win both Twin 50s here tonight, right?
That's got to be big money.
Big money, big bragging rights, but the race fans, they all get free Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets, I believe. That's pretty darn cool. Imagine all the people here at the Madhouse tomorrow. Wait, no, on Monday, because closed on Sundays. You're at my Chick-fil-A. You're my number 1, Jeff, with the lemonade. But yeah, Chick-fil-A's closed on Sundays. That's my point.
Well, the point is, back to racing. Talk about food again. Back to racing.
What just happened?
Burt Myers is trying to catch
toast.
Oh my gosh. Burt Myers is trying to catch Tim Brown on the all-time wins. Let's be honest. Them 2 are the gladiators here at Bowman Gray.
You mentioned that he has 103. In the all-time list, he has 104 though.
And
Burt Myers.
He's got 1 sportsman.
He's got 1 sportsman race, so he's 3 behind. And the Brown camp might say, "Oh man, why we got to talk about that? We just want to go out and win races." History matters here at Bowman Gray Stadium. It always has. It always will. And there's a lot of people that pay attention to that.
And between them 2, they want to be the one to say, "I hold the keys to the Madhouse. This is my house." So we may see something special tonight. I know one thing we may see.
What?
Tempers.
You might. I mean, what I love about these Twin 50s as we in signal 1 to go this time by and we double up, the choose cone for these races makes the restarts here absolutely electric.
And 50 laps is just the right amount of laps. It's like a shootout. And then you add the cone in there.
The unmistakable rumble of modifieds, NASCAR's original division, gets set to thrill you. These are the drivers that live by the grace of God and 600 horsepower. Coming around to take the green flag, the Tough Shed Twin 50s are underway. Snow versus Myers down the east straightaway. Myers files in. The Hayes Jewelers special of Tim Brown in 3rd. Double file behind them. Jeffries gets the spot. Now side by side for the 5th position. Ward on the inside. Jason Myers on the outside.
Jason Myers is hung high and dry right now as Snow leads the pack. He's got a car length on Burt Myers. That is something to say right there. He's got a good handling car.
Side by side for that 5th position, Jason Myers hanging on tooth and nail on the outside. Charging on the bottom is the white car of Brandon Ward, but now entering the fray, filling the hole, Chris Fleming. Here comes the Fleming family to the front by Jason Myers. It's Chris and Jordan.
The question is, will Riley Neal let Jason in? No, Riley Neal's got that bumper on Jordan Fleming following him. Jason's got to get down.
Nowhere to go. Nowhere to go for Jason Myers. Can he file in maybe behind Neal? Will his nephew let him in? Dog eat dog here, even with family.
Back up front, we got Burt Myers on the back bumper. Junior Snow. Junior Snow's handling. Is it already going away with 5 laps on the board?
Well, we all know this young man loves to drive loose race cars, and that thing got in the little dust there off of turn number 4. A little bit sideways was the 51, and that orange bumper is filling that rear view mirror. He has the Masters of the Madhouse to his backside right now, coming to lap 7.
He's got the 2 Gladiators behind him. He can't look at that rear view mirror. He's got to stay focused on up front. Anybody that was wondering if Jason got down, nephew Slate Myers let him down, so he's back behind the real deal, Riley Neal, with coming to 8 laps on the board. Still a long way to go.
Jason Myers files in 10th, but everybody's watching up front. Ethan Truel gets a little cattywampus there and gets out of shape. He has rejoined the track. Once again, Snow, the Wagner Appliances 51, leading the way in the Tough Shed Twin 50, coming around to lap 10 this time. Myers in 2nd, Brown 3rd, Lee Jeffries 4th, 5th for Brandon Ward, returning to the stadium after a few weeks away.
You got to wonder to yourself, how long will Burt Myers stay there behind Snow? Snow's car's not handling as well going in. Burt's is. Burt's waiting on the right time to pounce. He's going to have to do that soon because he's got the rocket right behind him.
We got issues here as Speeney has laid the bumper to the back of Slate Myers. Now Slate Myers gets into him, turns him in turn 1. Speeney in the wall. Madness here at the Madhouse as the fans erupt. It's Speeney versus Myers, part 22.
You had to know they were going to tangle. They started side by side. That included Kyle Southern, unfortunately. Oh, we got smoke out of the 51 car. The leader.
Your leader.
He's blowing up. The leader. We got everything going on right now.
Junior Snow in a plume of smoke. His chance of victory looks to be going up in smoke. Oh, drama here unfolding in front of our very eyes as we watch the Speeney Myers incident. Junior Snow smoking.
I can smell that up here. That is not good at all. He is going to take that to the barn.
Snow now getting set to exit this racetrack. You can only hope that it's maybe a hose.
I don't think that's going to be a hose,
or an oil line, but oh boy.
And Truel, he's got a tire down, and that's blocked pit road. It's madness, Matthew.
So the big headline
he's got a fire
here,
now.
The big head. Oh, Snow's car is on fire. That's the best place for him to stop, is right there.
That's definitely an oil line there or something. That's not good. His night's over.
Snow now climbing from the number 51. The thrill of victory we've seen in 2 races, and right now you're seeing the agony of defeat for the King, North Carolina driver who sat 4th in points, now going to push his own race car.
That's determination right there. I hate it for him. It's heartbreaking. You got to wonder, it kind of looked like he was losing the handle or something was going amiss because Burt was eating him up. But then you had...
Let's look at this, though. Speeney had gotten into him the turn before, but look at what happens here. Slate tries to get down to the bottom and makes contact with the right rear Nerf bar of the 10.
Well, whatever happened in turn 3, Slate got on the brakes, slowed down, let him go, and he got back in the gas into Speeney, took care of business.
And there it is again. He turns down, and whether that was intentional to turn him or whether he was trying to get to the bottom is the question.
You got to wonder, the lap before, what happened?
Well, we see it right here. Speeney into the corner, lays the iron to the 6 car.
Big shot.
And with the history going on between the Myers camp and Speeney right here.
Now watching those drop on Slate, then gasses up, took care of business.
Yeah. Hard to tell. There's only 2 people that know that.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's the 2 people holding the steering wheel, not the 2 guys with the microphone.
Kyle Southern getting involved in that, unfortunately. There's a lot more coming. We're going to go to break real quick. There's a lot more ahead. We'll be right back at Bowman Gray Stadium.
Folks, I would like to formally apologize for singing Kanye. Matthew Dillner will no longer sing Kanye in the Flow Racing booth. Chuck's saying, why not? I mean,
I'd rather you not sing.
I mean, me and ye, I mean,
I'd rather you
know,
not
man.
sing.
I'd rather, yeah. I should stick to like outlaw country or. Actually, I called up Justin Mincy playing 20th Century Drifter on my record player last night, spinning some vinyl at 2 in the morning doing Bowman Gray statistics, and I was editing. But anyway, we remiss. Now let's go back to the front of the field. Guess who inherits the lead? That is Burton Myers, seeking his 105th overall victory at the Madhouse. But who is behind him? This is classic Bowman Gray. The black number 1 with the orange bumper. Right behind it, the blue Hayes Jewelers Special for Tim Brown. Then you look behind it, one of the other great traditional paint schemes and liveries here, as the fancy people would call it, Lee Jeffries in the family number 75.
Now, going into this tonight, Tim Brown was 6 points behind Burt Myers as we're coming to the cone.
Cone
but
is out.
Mike Speeney and Junior Snow both with issues. So Riley Neal might take over that 3rd spot behind
That's great for Burt and Tim. Burt and Tim are out front right now. The cone is out, and both cars choose the bottom. Wow. Surprised that Tim Brown did go. All 3 cars choose the bottom. This gives the opportunity of a lifetime for the 04.
The reason why is the high side right now has some kitty litter on it, speedy drive from them putting it down. So that's smart on their part.
Risky business to take the top, and the driver to do it is Brandon Ward and Chris Fleming. This is going to be wild as we come to the green. 12 laps on the board. Green flag is out. Burt Myers leads it. Can the 04 get down? No, he cannot. Here comes the 83. Oh, trouble for Jeffries. Jeffries goes around. So does Fleming. So does Jason Myers. The Flying Taco is involved. Several cars. The Brandon Woods car, Speeney involved, but no contact right there. I believe that is Randy Buntner who is also involved.
Andrew Hera.
Lee Jeffries, the genesis of that. And you see the flat left rear on Jordan Fleming's car.
Jordan Fleming taking that behind the field house to get work done. Unfortunate, typical Madhouse racing there, going in the corner after taking the green accordion effect.
Here's the Hudson Auto Works replay, and you see going into turn number 1 here, if you look back further at Jeffries, the white car on the bottom of the track behind Fleming, he just gets the bumper, it appears, from Riley Neal, sending him around, and then a checkup of cars. Luckily, it looked like nobody got serious damage.
Chain reaction there. It looked like Riley Neal gets in the back of Lee Jeffries, but there was a lot of bumper tag back there, even the nephew and uncle getting involved right there. But, it's early in the race. We don't need to be pushing right here.
Yeah, it is a 50-lapper, and there's a long way to go in a short time to get there. 2 50-lappers for the modifieds tonight here at Bowman Gray Stadium. That is the headliner, along with the Crown Vics making their triumphant return as they push the Flying Tacos 0-0 off the track. Let's take a quick break on Flow Racing, and we'll be back with the remainder of this one. 13 laps into the Tough Shed 50. We are back at Bowman Gray Stadium, and there's all the teenagers having some fun here. And is that Jaden? Yeah, Jaden Cordell.
That's Branch.
Yeah.
Branch
Connor
on the
Branch,
left.
who
Connor
races
Branch.
at Ace Speedway, formerly a racer here. A whole conglomerate of youngsters.
His dad,
young whippersnappers, as old people would say.
His dad, Taylor Branch, was a fierce
One heck of a-
sportsman
yes.
racer here. Good to
And
see
there
him.
is the beautiful sunset that just happened in the back. You can kind of see hints of it. And Bowman Gray Stadium is just an absolutely beautiful place.
You
if
see
you've
all
never
that
been
sea of
here.
people there, Matthew?
Yeah.
That's Madhouse Maniacs right there.
Oh, yeah. There you go. There's the bingo card. And then we're up there. We're up in the top corner. But I like this shot better. Don't show us. We're in that beautiful press tower here.
The Madhouse Maniacs came out tonight. It's been a hot day. We appreciate everybody showing up here tonight. Appreciate everybody tuning in on Flow back home.
You know, it's funny because it's like this place sometimes can be absolutely jam-packed. And as you look at the backstretch, which is typically the hottest section of the seating because of the way the sun comes in here, and you say, well, there's not much of a crowd here. Then you look at the front stretch, and it's absolutely packed. And you're like, you know, some tracks would kill to have 9,000 people or 8,000 people here, and that's what we got right here tonight. You see the 00 car, the Flying Taco, the El Padrino Mav Music Machine, the El Padrino, the Godfather, was here in the pit area today supporting the Flying Taco, and it was great to see that group here supporting NASCAR modified racing and one of the great characters at Bowman Gray Stadium. The cone is out.
Speaking of characters, we got Coney out there.
Here we go.
We got
Tim
Coney
Brown goes
back.
to the top.
Oh, the top has came in, apparently. They got all the kitty litter off of there on that last restart. 13 laps on the board. We're going to see the Gladiators up front here at Bowman Gray.
So what happens here? Will we see the cat and mouse game between Myers and Brown that we typically see when they restart side by side? Brandon Ward in the third spot looks to take advantage. Let's see what happens here at Bowman Gray Stadium. Clean and even to the green goes the two cars up front. Myers takes the lead, charging hard on the outside. It's the Hayes Jewelers special. Can he make it work on the top? Brandon Ward filling the hole in the north turn.
No cat and mouse game on that restart. That's shocking. They're all about business tonight, boys, as Tim Brown finally gets down and then behind as he makes contact with Brandon Ward for second there, but he gets down following Brandon Ward in third place.
Whole hosts of activity here at Bowman Gray Stadium as Burt Myers stretches his legs. Further back in the field, Slate Myers gets all jammed up and makes some contact to the outside wall. Goes the number 6 car, a winner this season. Now 2 cars behind him. We'll keep an eye on this one. 2 cars behind Slate Myers is Mike Speeney.
Interesting. We may have to go in a double shot right here on Flow and watch both the leader and that. We've got Slate Myers coming off the corner, got into that can opener, which has got him a few spots back, and Speeney's got 1 car in front of him before he gets to him. We'll have to keep an eye on that there as Burt Myers has at least 4 car lengths on Brandon Ward in second. 17 laps on the board.
There is Mike Speeney. He's got to try to battle his way back up. We assume if he gets by Luke Fleming there, he'll be behind the number 6 of Slate Myers, which could be interesting.
That could be interesting, or he could be points racing. Might call it even. We'll just have to wait and see. 19 laps on the board, and again, Burt Myers, it looks like he's leading with about a car length on him as the 51 of the snowman there, he's back on track. Looks like they fixed that line.
That's good news for Junior Snow, who you think, okay, why did he come back to the racetrack? Well, because every point matters. And if you got a few more wrecks, if he gains a few spots and doesn't finish 22nd and maybe finishes 16th, at the end of the year, that could mean so much. There's some battling right there going on, and there's the 13 of Luke Fleming. Fleming with a back I-beam bumper full of Mike Speeney there. The Bulldog is trying to bulldog his way back up to the front of this field. Right now, Speeney is 4th in points, tied for 4th position with a win last week in the second Twin 25, and he gives a little bit more iron to the back bumper of the number 13.
Oh, Mike Speeney putting the bumper on him. He smells blood in the water. He knows what he's after right now, and he's trying to get by Fleming there. But you got the uncle, Jason Myers, bearing down the back of Speeney. He's like, wait a minute, come here. Let me put you in a headlock and keep you away from him.
Well, you know, Speeney wants to get away from the number 4 car. They had their little incident last week here at the Madhouse. Now Speeney gets the daylight he needs underneath Fleming's number 13. Will Jason Myers fill the hole? He does. Myers to the bottom of Fleming, gets by.
Speeney's got a long way to go before he gets the slate. We got halfway on the board. We got the leader fixing to catch a couple lap traffic.
That's in 10th spot right now that we're seeing on the screen, though. 10th spot for all you watching at home.
As you see there, Burt Myers is coming up on lap traffic there. An ill-handling car of Kyle Southern. He was involved in that skirmish that Speeney and Myers had earlier with Slate. Burt Myers on the back bumper of Snow. Snow gets down.
Great respectful move there by Junior Snow to not impede the leader's progress. Snow gets to the bottom. He's just trying to put a Band-Aid on a tough start to the night. There's some dirt on the track in turn number 4. They're throwing the caution because that dirt kicked off up on the track just where the cars hit throttle.
As you see, Andrew Harrow is the one that got off and kicked the dirt there. So, look, we got a lot ahead of us. Let's take it to break real quick. We'll be right back and continue this madness.
Hello, welcome back to Bowman Gray Stadium. And there is Mason Lawson, the rookie competitor from Kernersville, North Carolina, in the Harper Can-Am off-road machine. He's currently 6th as the choose cone comes out. Great run so far for Lawson, who stays on the bottom. He will restart in the 7th position now. Brandon Ward takes the top. So does the showstopper, Chris Fleming.
We've got Brandon Ward and Burt Myers on the front row here. Got to ask yourself, you going to see cat and mouse here on these restarts?
Superman is slow. We're going to have a yellow flag. Superman is slow on the back straightaway. Yellow flag is out. This restart will not go.
John
The driver that was in 6th position, sorry, JB, that was in 6th position on that restart, who was embroiled in this points battle as of like 3 weeks ago, and then has had disaster after disaster after disaster strike this number 69 team. You look at his last 3 finishes, 20th, 21st, 14th, and now in this first Twin 50, more troubles for the Black Sand Company, number 69.
He's obviously got a monkey on his back. He's got to take care of that. He's going to be getting assistance here going behind the field house.
Well, John Holloman IV, a driver that grew up just down the road here on Sprague Street, and now makes his home with his family in Tennessee. And his wife is at home watching with their children, their 2 children, and a 3rd one on the way.
You know, Superman's got a little bit of kryptonite that he's dealing with right now. You get it?
I mean,
you get it?
There's
That's a
got to
DC
be
joke.
There's got, yeah. I mean, that's a superhero joke. I mean, some kryptonite is somewhere around the facility here. Yellow flag is back out. They did choose. They did re-choose, and the 04 actually did. They did not re-choose. They just re-lined up.
Yeah,
okay.
They kept the lineup.
That's a smart call because you can't re-choose after you didn't go back to green because that would be unfair.
Almost like a quickie caution. As we go 1 to go here.
Yep. It's going to be interesting here with Fleming on the top as well. You know, Riley Neal, we haven't talked about Riley Neal very much. He's on the 3rd row. On the bottom is Riley Neal, and he has moved up to the 5th spot in points, moving up 1 points position from last week's double pointer. 29 laps on the board, coming to green Even Steven go the two drivers, the one in the 1, the other in the 04. Myers on the inside. Ward battling hard on the east straightaway. Down the straightaway he goes, doing it the hard way on the top. Brandon Ward putting on a show contact.
A little bit of contact coming out of 4 there as they pass the can opener. He's trying to get back down, but Tim Brown's not going to let him as he's holding on to second place. Brandon Ward on the outside. He's got Fleming and Neal coming on the backside of Tim Brown.
Slate Myers has spun. Slate Myers has spun in turn number 3.
You got to ask, who got him? No? Do we know?
Myers spins in turn number 3 and collects Brandon Woods in the 3 car, and so does the number 9 of Kyle Southern. 31 laps on the board. Myers, the 4th generation driver, some contact possibly with he and Luke Fleming.
Cautions breed cautions.
Let's look at it right here. You see Luke Fleming underneath the 6, and they make contact. And good job of not overcorrecting and hitting that outside wall. And Randy Buntner just squeaking by on the outside and missing that Koger Plumbing.
That's a Myers car there. The 3 car got into Slate. Slate did a good job of keeping it off the wall right there. He could have climbed that wall, but he ended up committing to that spin right there. Everybody's missing him, and unfortunately this 3 car, Andrew Hare had nowhere to go. That's not good on that left front right there.
No, that is not. Let's look at this. This is just not what you want. Up front right now, the top 5, Burton Myers, 31 laps into this one. Tim Brown, 3rd right now. Brandon Ward, 4th. The showstopper, Chris Fleming, 5th. Riley Neal, 6th. Mike Speeney has moved all the way up to the 6th spot. The choose cone is out. Take us through it.
Let's see who's going to choose the outside. I'm going to bet Tim Brown. He's going to stay on the bottom, and Brandon Ward comes up high. Let's see what happens here. Oh, Tim Brown's feeling a little risky here. Brandon Ward, he goes on the inside. We've got Chris Fleming, the showstopper, taking the outside behind the Rocket. And look who's getting into the picture here. Speeney.
Speeney will line up in the 6th position on the outside of the 3rd row. Last week in the first feature, it was started with the 83 on the inside and the number 1 on the outside. Some slight contact between them. Now you're seeing the reversal of roles. But for all the Madhouse maniacs that love tradition, you're seeing the 2 greatest take you to green. Green flag is out. A good jump on the grass for the number 83 driver to the throttle. And there goes Burt Myers. He gets the lead. Can the 83 file down? Yes, he does.
83 gives him a little love tap there as Brandon Ward really gives Tim Brown a love tap. Going out of turn number 4 as Burt Myers gets a car length on Tim Brown, the Rocket. As Brandon Ward's got Riley Neal tough on the back bumper there. As they all fall in line here, single file with 33 completed laps.
It's going to be interesting here behind these 2 leaders. Myers stretches out, but then if you look behind, 3rd and 4th place, a pair of white cars. One with an 04 on it, a 2-time champion. Another, the 07 Garage Doors of the Triad Machine, searching for his first ever win at the stadium. Behind them, a pair of black cars. The 16 of the showstopper, Chris Fleming. Behind him, Mike Speeney, recovering from a crazy night.
As we go up front here, Burt Myers stretching them legs out in a comfortable lead. He's got at least 3 car lengths on the Rocket. Tim Brown in 2nd. Coming around a complete lap 36. You got to ask yourself, that car looks good up front right now. Can he perform the same way in the 2nd race?
Well, right now, up front, he can loosen up the drawstrings on his pantaloons right now and just take a nice breath of fresh air because he doesn't have that blue car very close to the back bumper of his machine.
No, Bert's car is handling a lot better than Tim's right now. He's pretty much got that on cruise control. Right now,
12 laps to go. Remember, we have 2 modified races for you tonight, 2 twin 50s. Still left, we've got the Sportsman 2nd 20-lapper. We have the Street Stocks. We have the Crown Vics. We have another Stadium Stock affair for you as well.
Burt Myers will come around and see 10 laps to go in this modified 50. And right now, the only battle on the track is Riley Neal, the real deal, trying to get by Brandon Ward. Every point matters.
Riley Neal, the young racer, trying to get his first win, having himself one heck of a season as the driver of that 07 machine. Has really started to come into his own last week in double points, finishing 8th and 2nd. A great night for him.
42 laps on the board. And right now we've got the top three. Got at least 2-3 car lengths in between them. Stretching out here as you see Chris Fleming trying to get to the back bumper of Riley Neal to get by him.
Burt Myers leading this one at Bowman Gray Stadium.
Oh, Chris with a little shot there to Riley.
That could get interesting here, couldn't it?
Oh, anything can happen here at the Madhouse. We've got Burt Myers fixing to come up on a lap car, which is John Holloman, Superman. He came back on the track just a moment ago. Car not handling too well. Will that disrupt that comfortable lead of Burt Myers and allow Tim Brown to catch him?
He just doesn't want to see one thing in particular right now, and that is a caution flag.
Well, right now he sees 5 laps to go. No pressure from Tim Brown running second. Brandon Ward comfortable third. Burt coming around to see 4 to go.
4 laps to go for the ace. He'll be coming up on some lap traffic, but the space behind him is oh so comfy. That Hayes Jewelers special glistening in the beautiful lights here at Bowman Gray Stadium. Now there's Speedy, second car of Tom Buzzy Jr. in that machine, and Slate Myers behind it. Buzzy making his debut in the Speedy Motorsports QRC HVAC and refrigeration machine. 1 lap to go, last lap for Burt Myers. Myers pulls that car around. He's finished every race so far in the top 10. And now the number 1 comes off of turn number 4. Win 105 for the ace. Burt Myers gets it done. We talk about it all the time. These two drivers swapping history week after week, and this week it's Burt Myers' turn.
You got to think, is that car going to be hard to beat in the next one? Last person to do the double was that man that was running second behind him.
Well, we'll have the Madhouse scramble, so we're going to see what the invert will be after this one. But 50 laps in the next race, so a long time if you don't start up front.
And you got to think, Matt, there was a couple of cars, quite a few cars in that race that end up getting out. So there's not many cars, if they can't fix them in time, there's not many cars out there on the track in this second race. So the percentage of him doing the double kind of goes up.
Burt Myers, career win 105. The Myers brothers have won this year. Slate won 2 this year, but, you know, the Myers brothers getting wins this year, and now that's the 164th career win for the brothers Myers, and that's the most ever by a set of brothers. The Johnson brothers with 139 career wins here across 2 divisions, but now Burt Myers pulls that famed number 1, that orange bumper. There's even a podcast named after it, in Victory Lane. And this is going to be a great Victory Lane. Of course, Randy Smith with the pill draw right there leaning into the car. And we'll find out what the Madhouse Scramble will be on the big screen. Let's go down to Randy Pulliam.
The Elite Underground Utility Madhouse Scramble redraw. The number that Burt draws will determine how the field is inverted and where he will start in the second 50-lapper. Keep your eyes on the scoreboard to see where Burt will start in race number 2. He's reaching into that drawstring bag right now, mixing them up really good. Burt reaches in. Eyes on the scoreboard. 14. Burt Myers draws number 14 and going to shoot a good cold drink. Burt, let's head over here to the Carolina Wood Floors Winner's Circle. While we're on our way over here, let's see here. Pole win, check. Win in the first 50 lapper, check. I'm hungry and I want some chicken dinner, so how about checking that off?
Man, that'd be awesome, wouldn't it? Yeah. We had made some big changes to get the car to qualify good, and we didn't know how good it would race. We guessed. I said, man, I hope we guessed good. And the 51 was stout, man. I was really looking forward to racing with him. Don't know that I could have beat him. He kind of fell in our lap when he fell out, but we'll take it.
This is win number 2 on the season. 104 in your modified career never gets old.
Well, we got a good sportsman race next after this break. Welcome. We're going to take it from here and go to break, and hope everybody stays tuned. So we got a great sportsman race. See who Tiger Tommy Neal takes out next time. We'll be right back.
Congratulations. Some chicken.
All right, thanks.
Burt Myers wins the first 50 lapper for the Brad Golf Car Modifieds. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, make sure that you have the Chick-fil-A app loaded on your phone, because it is winner, winner, chicken dinner, courtesy of Chick-fil-A. If Burt Myers comes back to win the second 50 lapper, and you have that app loaded on your phone, you will win free Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets that you can get on Monday, courtesy of Chick-fil-A. Once again, that's a year-long promotion for the double headers for the modified drivers. Once again, download the Chick-fil-A app now to get ready. The QR code is on the screen. If you haven't already loaded the app, make sure it's on there. You cannot win if you don't have the app loaded on your phone. Right now, I'm going to send it upstairs to the tower to my announce partner, Chris Carter, so you can meet and greet the starting lineup for the second 20-lap sportsman race.
Thank you, Randy Pulliam. Starting 18th in the 0 car is Kirk Sheets. Starting 17th in the number 42 is Joe Weagle. Starting 16th in the number 18, Dylan Ward. Starting 15th to 03 is Sterling Clemens. Starting 14th is the 1 of Austin Jones. Starting 13th in the number 51, Austin Taylor. Starting 12th in the number 75 is Brent Brown. Starting 11th in the number 88, Chris Taylor. Starting 10th in the number 37, Chris Massey. Starting 9th in the number 21.
Welcome back to the Madhouse, Bowman Gray Stadium, and there is the sportsman cars lineup. But right to the right of that is like the biggest mosh pit of Victory Lane that you could possibly see here at Bowman Gray Stadium. Burt Myers is posing with a huge group of crew, family, and some friends here at Bowman Gray Stadium. Victory Lanes here at the Madhouse are always so special. But the sportsman cars hit the track again for their second race, a 20-lapper. Let's give you the starting lineup. Starting on the front row will be the number 26, the Tysinger Lawn Care 26. It's Austin Cates alongside the M&H Cleaning Services 24 for A.J. Burness.
Second row is Mr. Nice Guy, number 38 of Mitch Gales out of Thomasville, North Carolina. On the outside of him, out of Lexington, North Carolina, in car number 28 is Nate Gregg.
Starting in fifth, the Rocket Donkey, number 98 for Billy Gregg, the points leader. Starting alongside his challenger in the points. They're stuck together like glue, aren't they? The EME Concrete, number 12 for Justin Donkey Strong Taylor.
Oh, they're going to put on a show tonight. Behind them, in car number 99 out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina, is Brian Sykes Jr. with a good night so far. On the outside of him is from Lexington, North Carolina, in car number 55, Zach Orr.
Well, let's just see what happens with this one. Starting ninth in the affordable towing, number 21, It's the polarizing, the Tiger, Tommy Neal. To the outside, the Carolina Axle Surgeons 37. I love that sponsor. It's Chris Massey.
Behind them in car number 88 out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina, is Chris Taylor. On the outside of him out of Thomasville, North Carolina, in the car number 75, Brent Brown.
Starting in lucky position 13th tonight, the TM Lawn Care number 51 for Austin Taylor. Alongside, scheduled to start in 14th is the Mountain Fried Chicken number 1. That would be Austin Jones. I don't think he'll make the bill.
Oh, tough night for Austin Jones. Feel real bad for him. Behind them is car number 03 out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina. It's the rock star, Sterling Plemons. On the outside of him, which looks a little bit like a modified tonight after that incident earlier in the night. In car number 18 out of Wahlberg, North Carolina, Dylan Ward.
Your final row tonight in the Tar Heel Septic number 42. He's a veteran now. This will be his second race. It's Joe Weevil. And then to the outside, the Zero Hero on the Phoenix Security Kirkland Special, it's Kirk Sheets. I was talking to Amber Lynn in the pit area. Amber Lynn, of course, Kurt's wife. They're expecting a child.
Congratulations to them both.
Yeah, and they were sitting there in the trailer. Of course, she was just trying to keep cool because morning practice this morning was blistering hot here at Bowman Gray Stadium. But a wonderful opportunity for young racers, too, or beginners like Joe Weevil, who's making his first start tonight, to get that experience that he needs. There is Brent Brown, the number 75, joining this field.
Now, you had A.J. Bernies. He ended up going to the rear. So this is going to put Mr. Nice Guy, Mitch Gales, and Nate Gregg in the 28 on your front row there.
14 cars answer the bell for this one. A little bit of attrition after that first race. Of course, we saw a lot of carnage.
Oh, it's been carnage tonight. That is for sure. Like I said earlier, we had that 18-car Dylan Ward. Looks like a modified now. He was involved in that incident earlier with Austin Jones. Big hit coming out of turn 2. As we come around and see one to go, Matthew.
Gotta love it. Anytime you see that single popsicle stick up in the air, insignating that we're going to go race. Insignating, is that a word? Oh, speaking of that.
There it is.
Speaking of jumbled up.
There it is.
My words are as jumbled up as that car. Look at that.
It can't be no worse than me taking them to break.
Yeah, true. But that is Dylan Ward's car, and you saw the extreme damage that it had. And I gotta say, the fact that they just repaired that car and got it out here is a miracle.
That's
but yeah,
good.
Zach Orr and the 21 are starting next to each other. Jeff is about to come out of his seats there. We're about to go green. The sportsman division has been absolutely wild. Some will call it a show at some points, but they are green again for race number 2.
Mitch Gales gets a good start with Nate Gregg following behind him with a little bit of cushion between him and Dad.
Speaking of the show, Billy Gregg moving up to third. Tommy Neal goes sliding across the infield grass and saves it.
Good
Tommy
save.
Neal is just a showman tonight.
He's just having a bad night. I mean, good save there. Not sure what happened there, but we got a car that stopped number 26.
Yep, it's Cates, Austin Cates, who made his debut just 2 weeks ago and got in a big skirmish. And there is the 21 car pulling up on the back straightaway next to the number 18 of Dylan Ward.
I wonder if they're just discussing dinner later, or
yeah, I mean, might be. Hey, Dylan, good job on fixing the front of your car. You got any recipes for me?
Or either they're talking hockey.
Maybe they're big Canes fans. They're not playing tonight, so there's no score updates. Let's take a look at the Hudson Auto Works replay here and see what happened. There's the 21 car on the right of your screen.
Oh,
a little bit of contact between them.
Okay, all right. So that's down the straightaway.
Oh,
you shouldn't be turning that quick, but you got to think Dylan Ward's car has been damaged. It's probably not handling as well now that they put it back together. Coming off the corner, as you see right there, contact on the straightaway.
Oh. Yeah, and the 21 did a good job right there of not hitting
close he came to the jersey walls.
Jersey walls there. That's a good job by Tommy Neal, a master driver here at Bowman Gray Stadium. With 59 sportsman wins, tied with the great Ronnie Clifton.
As we see the 75 there get some help. Brent Brown not having a good night. There's no quit in the Tiger.
there's no quitting the Tiger, and great to see Brent Brown's car come back to life there.
He's going to let the field go by so he can get back in the position. We got 1 lap on the board, so we have completed a lap. As we see Justin Taylor being told by the NASCAR official where to go in front of Brian Sykes Jr. Justin Taylor's wanting to keep Billy Gregg in his sights throughout this race here. Either keep him in front of him or get some cars between them. Adds to that points.
Well, look at that. Hey, let's give a shout-out right there. You see that shirt? Well, let's give a shout-out because I heard that Richard Petty actually subscribes to Flow Racing. A little birdie told me.
The King?
The King. He won his 100th race here at Bowman Gray Stadium. 4-time winner in Grand National, well, now Cup Series races here at Bowman Gray Stadium. But the King, I heard, tunes in to watch Daniel Beeson in the 44 car, who's not competing tonight. But Daniel Beeson, of course, the legendary garage up in Randleman, North Carolina, hangs out with the King up there at the Petty property. And it's pretty cool to hear that the King, he's not watching tonight, so we'll mention him on another night when Beeson's running. But, hey, we're going back to green. That's the big thing. Mitch Gales, the good guy, up front. Green flag is out. Bumper tag at the start. Sykes goes around. Now Nate Gregg gets into the good guy. Shuffles him up, but the yellow flag is out. Did that just save Mitch Gales?
The question is, did it? But we've seen it earlier in the night with Smith in the stadium stock.
I think the 38 will get that spot back. The yellow flag came back out in turn 1, and the 38 was ahead of the 28 at that point.
The starter just told Mitch Gales, you get your spot back. We got Squeaky Brown down there. He's telling him to get his spot back. So Mr. Nice Guy.
So Sykes, though, right there, you see on your screen, Sykes, who came into the night, I believe, in 3rd in points. And let's see what happened here. The stack up just Sykes kind of.
He got in the throttle a little bit too soon.
He saw that stuff happen in front of him. He got in the throttle, and the car just went around on him.
No damage. He'll be back in it. Car still looks good.
Brian Sykes is number 99 right there, last year's street stock champion. Last week finishing 3rd on double points night, which moved him even closer to Billy Gregg. So far, except for that opening night where he, the second night of the season where he finished 15th, he's had a pretty fair season. But he's torn up a lot of sheet metal, and he looks to put a Band-Aid on that and try to get some consistent up-front finishes.
He's got only 2 laps on the board. The field just took 1 to go. He's got time to get that car back in some good positions here. As we got Mr. Nice Guy in car number 38, Mitch Gales, in front of Nate Gregg, coming to the green.
This time, a little faster through the north turn. Gales to the green. The good guy, Mitch Gales, and the white machine, Nate Gregg, gets a great run off of turn number 2 to get to the backside of the 38 in the north turn. He suggests his way to the bottom. Daylight opens up. Here comes Gregg in turn number 1 and turn number 2. Give Nate Gregg the lead down the back straightaway.
Mitch Gales racing clean, letting Nate Gregg take that spot. Now dead. Billy Gregg taking that second spot as Justin Taylor tries to follow Billy Gregg. Mitch Gales hung on the high side there, trying to get down. He's got Zach Orr behind him. Will he let him in?
I don't think so. Can the bleeding stop for Mitch Gales, who's hung up on the outside? Now he lets Orr by in an act of sportsmanship, but also to just get down to the bottom.
Mitch Gales finally
gets to the bottom. Look at behind him. The 18 and the 21 are together. Here comes the 21 in the turn. Dylan Ward playing a little defense there with his corner approach, knowing that if he gets the bumper, he wants to get it square. Here comes Tommy Neal to the bottom, doing it the clean way. Neal to the bottom, down the back straightaway. Ward powers on by, but now daylight again. Here comes the Tiger. Little bit of fender into him.
They touch out of 4 as Dylan Ward tries to pinch the claw down. Oh, Tommy Neal's got the claws out on Dylan Ward, holding on to him. He's got him now going into turn 3, going into turn 4 with 8 laps to go.
What a battle here at Bowman Gray Stadium. Two really talented sportsman drivers going fender to fender right there. They can't go nose to nose because he doesn't have much on his nose, does Dylan Ward.
But Dylan Ward did not really put up much of a fight once he got by him. So right now, Tommy Neal's sailing in. And he's got Mr. Nice Guy Mitch Gales with them two. Got history just a couple of weeks ago in his sights.
Coming to halfway for Nate Gregg. Gregg leads over Gregg. It's the Gregg and Gregg law firm at the front of the field, but it isn't really the law firm of Gregg and Gregg because guess what? The leader, Nate Gregg, just signed a new sponsor this week.
Caution's out.
Bowman, it's Bowman Law Personal Injury Attorneys. Caution is out. It appears it is for the number 37 of Chris Massey, who that car looks a little, dare I say, cattywampus. I mean, that left front looks like it might have collapsed on a maybe a tie rod broke or something, but definitely
a shock mount
tough.
or something. I mean, that thing is not that is leaning a lot to the left there on the left front.
Hey, take number 2. Take us to break real quick.
We got more Madhouse action coming at you. Don't go anywhere.
That's right, Randy Foley and Nate Gregg in that Bowman Law and Specialized Graphics number 28 is your race leader. He's got his dad right there in the second position. How about Dad give him a little nudge? Well, when we started tonight, Dad was the points leader, just 1 point ahead of Justin Taylor. So, yes, every position is crucial to that for sure. Hey, CC, any takers for that Subaru fog? Each lap that goes by, Chris Carter might have a new Subaru. You don't know playing this key fob. I'll press this button and make that whole flow, and there I go. And you might have a house to go with it. I do have a house key on here. See, for real race fans, we've got a key fob that goes to a Subaru. And if it's yours, please come up here and see us.
Welcome back to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, here at the Madhouse. Bowman Gray Stadium, as you see right there, the flagman with 1 lap to go. We're about to have a barn burner, Matthew. 11 laps on the board. We got Nate Gregg and Father Billy in second.
The family Gregg up front. They started the season doing this. Nate Gregg and Billy Gregg swapping wins and finishing 1-2. And then the wheels came off shortly after for Nate Gregg. He was actually not allowed to compete in a second Twin 20 one night. And he's been trying to recover his season ever since. Right now, he's in the best place to do that as we go green. He's in the lead with Dad playing blocker possibly behind him because here comes the number 55. One of the fastest cars on the track and 4 wins so far, including tonight. Zach Orr is up to third.
Completing lap 12, Nate Gregg. Lap 12 of 20. He's got a comfortable lead knowing Dad's behind him, but Zach Orr notices what's going on between the Greggs here, and he wants to take action.
Billy Gregg in second position, trying to fend off the number 55, who gets into him just slightly there in the south turn. Now further behind, Tommy Neal trying to move into the top 5. He does so by the good guy, Mitch Gales. Up front, it's Nate Gregg. 6 laps to go.
Zach Orr's really bearing down on Billy.
And right now, a fire on the number 99 of Brian Sykes Jr. Brian Sykes Jr. has pulled his car into the infield grass. The third place points man going into the night, and his night goes up in smoke.
Not good at all. He was having such a good night. He had a little bit of mishap there on that last restart, but now he had a minor fire underneath there on the driver's side.
Trying to get that window net off. He having some trouble there to do so.
the great crew here, the Citrus Safe Cleaners track cleanup crew here at Bowman Gray-Salem. I'll put them up against any racetrack in America. They're on the scene there to take care of Brian Sykes Jr., Jimmy Brown, and the gang. Everything looks fine on this replay. And
oh, yeah,
there's the smoke, and there's the fire. Not good. Not good.
That's not good. And the night ends in smoke and flames for young Brian Sykes Jr. in his rookie season here in the sportsman ranks, coming into the night with such hopes for being a championship contender. Let's go and take a quick break on Flow Racing. 15 laps in, 5 laps to go in the sportsman. We're back at Bowman Gray Stadium, and heartbreak for the young man who won the Street Stock Championship last year, Brian Sykes Jr., as he gets towed in his Priority 1 auto sales machine back behind the field house. Second generation driver here at Bowman Gray, having himself a great rookie season so far, is Sykes Jr., but not tonight for this young man.
Heartbreaks for him tonight. Like you said, he's been doing a fantastic job. Previous champion last year. Trying to go at it here in the sportsman division. It's a tough division. A lot of heavy hitters out there. And unfortunately, a mechanical issue ends his night tonight.
Well, folks, 5 laps to go in the sportsman race. You have son and father up front. Who will it be? Will the father lay a bumper to him, or will he play blocker for one of the fastest cars in the division right now, Zach Orr? But don't look now, because right behind Orr is a guy vying for the points lead as well, and that's Justin Taylor, followed by the polarizing Tiger Tommy Neal. Green flag is back out. A big jump for the number 28 machine.
Not much of a jump there. It was more of a lot of space between father and son.
Yes.
Obviously, father's helping son. Zach Orr sees it, notices it. I don't know if he's going to put any action to the back bumper of Billy Gregg, but we may see something. Right now, Justin Taylor hard on the back bumper of Zach Orr. He's got the Tiger Tommy Neal. He's in a sandwich right now he don't want to be in.
I'll tell you what, Orr right now feeling the pressure, and you saw him drop down low and protect that all-important real estate that's the bottom. It's not always about making the fastest lap at Bowman Gray. Sometimes you got to drive a unorthodox, almost down low on the straightaway groove to protect that bottom spot.
Justin Taylor trying to hold on to that car. It's a little bit free right now. Coming to 2 to go as Nate Gregg's got a comfortable lead. But Tiger Tommy Neal's on the back bumper of Justin Taylor.
That's the battle. Will Orr be able to get around the 98? The 98 of Billy Gregg wants that spot. It's an important one, as he's the points leader. In second place in points is 2 behind him, Justin Taylor. But now entering the north turn and coming around for his 3rd win of the season. Give it to Nate Gregg. He re-signs some sponsors a few weeks ago with Rocket Donkey, and he signs a new one tonight with Bowman Law, and he takes them to victory lane and rebounds from a tough patch in this season to revisit Carolina Wood Floors victory lane at the Madhouse.
What a night for the Gregs, a 1-2 finish, and like you said, took care of those sponsors. They're going to be taking them out whining and dining tonight, celebrating, Matt.
They sure are.
Nate Gregg burning it down, taking that famous checkered flag around this famous quarter mile with Nate Gregg's 13th career win. The Gregg family now ties the Neal family for 6th on the all-time families win list.
You know, really cool also to see that this is the second time this year that this duo has finished 1-2 in this division. Both times, Nate Gregg appeared to be the winner. Can Dad do it? Dad's gotten some wins. They've traded back and forth, but for a family to finish 1-2 in anything, in sports, to celebrate victories together, I don't care what level of racing you're at, that's special. And tonight we see the crew running victorious behind the number 28 machine as it pulls into victory lane. His dad's the first one to the window. Let's go down to Randy Pulliam.
Coming up next, the second Tough Shed Twin 50 for the Brad's Golf Car Modifies. But first, we're going to have a word with the winner of the second 20-lap sportsman event, Nate Gregg. Nate, let's head over here to the Carolina Wood Floors Winner's Circle. 3rd win on the season, 6th of your sportsman career. How about that? Son and Daddy finishing 1st and 2nd.
Man, we've worked so hard to get this thing back together since we knocked the clip off of it. But, man, I couldn't do it without God, Brad Smith, Bowman Law, all these guys that stand behind me, Privacy Fence Solutions, Specialized Graphics, Sites Metal Roofing, Tim and Sons Tree Service, Koger Plumbing. Man, I just can't do it without all these guys standing behind me.
Congratulations, Nate. Picking up a winner's trophy from Brad.
All right, Nate Gregg as he celebrates in victory lane for his 13th career win. Let's take a quick break because up next is the Mod Squad, the NASCAR Modified's the second Tough Shed Twin 50 presented by Q104.1. The NASCAR Modifieds have hit the track live here in Flow Racing for the second Twin 50, the second Tough Shed Twin 50 for this Brad's Golf Cars Modified division. Let's give you the starting lineup. Starting on the pole in the Phoenix Packaging number 75, it's the great Lee Jeffries to the outside. Speaking of great, the Iron Man of Bowman Gray Stadium, the Muddy Creek Motorsports 5 for Randy Butner.
The row behind them, car number 4 out of Walnut Cove is Jason Myers. On the outside of him is nephew, number 6, Slate Myers out of Walnut Cove.
Starting 5th tonight in the QRC number 70, it's Tom Buzzy Jr. into the outside, the 13 Williams Trucking Machine for Luke Fleming.
Out of Mount Airy, North Carolina, car number 99, Jordan Fleming. On the outside of him is car number 82 out of Kernersville, North Carolina, Mason Lawson.
Starting 9th tonight in the QRC number 10 is the Bulldog, Mike Speeney. To the outside, the showstopper in the Taylor Auto Parts 16, it's Chris Fleming.
Behind them, out of Walkertown, North Carolina, it's the real deal, 07, Riley Neal. On the outside of him is out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina, in the car number 04, Brandon Ward.
Starting in lucky position 13 tonight is the Jerry Hunt Super Center number 83. It's the Rocket Tim Brown from Tobaccoville. To the outside, starting 14th, your race 1 winner. Inverts to the 14 spot. That's the Citrus Safe number 1 for the ace, Burt Myers.
Next row, it's going to be out of King, North Carolina, in car number 9 of Kyle Southern. On the outside of him, another King native in the car number 51 of Junior Snow.
Starting in the 17th spot, John Holloman, the 4th in the Black Sand Company machine. And to the outside of that car will be Danny Probst in the 00.
Next row is going to be in number 64 of Ethan Truell. On the outside of him is the young Jackson Casper in number 47.
Starting next will be Gerald Robinson in that number 68 Holloman machine. Andrew Hara takes over the number 11 machine. And then Brandon Butner brings up the rear of this field. There is your winner from Tough Shed Twin 50 Race 1, Burt Myers, who in Victory Lane reached into a bag and pulled out the pill that said 14. So womp, womp, womp if you're a Myers family fan. If you're a Dirty South supporter, now he might have to get a little dirty. Might have to use that orange front bumper because he's got to do it from a hard position, really hard position, all the way back in 14th.
That front bumper is going to see some action, and also he's got that cone that's going to be on his side. That cone's going to be out there all night. We might see cautions breed cautions too, Matthew. That's the way the night's been all night.
You just never know what's going to happen out there tonight, and I've seen this driver from Walnut Cove start in the rear of races and come up and win them. So you never know. Right in front of him, though, will be the 83 of Tim Brown.
In front of Tim Brown is going to be Brandon Ward. So heavy hitters back there in the back as the field gets 1 to go. A lot of Madhouse maniacs still here tonight, ready to see this second Tough Shed Twin 50. This is the final modified race of the night.
A lot more action to come, but right now, everybody's eyes are on the cars they call the ground pounders. Open wheels, Nerf bars, big old bumpers, big old tires, big old headers. These are the drivers that live by the grace of God and 600 horsepower. The ground pounders, the modifieds are green.
Nope, the starter puts the caution out. Did not like that at all. We're going to rack them up again.
Re-rack them, restack them. Jeffries getting out to a little bit of a jump there. Remember, on the initial start, it isn't the leader that takes the green, that fires first. The initial start is done by the flagman. Every other start is done firing first from the leader in the restart box. The modifieds set for race number 2 tonight. The Tough Shed Twin 50s. Race number 2 is underway. Side by side, Jeffries with Butner to the outside. Now Butner files down to the bottom. He can't get there quick enough. Jason Myers now fills the hole out of turn number 4.
Jason Myers has got the Mr. Nice Guy, Iron Man on the outside, hung high and dry as he's got the nephew fixing to follow him suit to take third spot away from Randy Butner. Randy's got to get down. He's got Tom Buzzy behind Slate Myers.
Here comes Buzzy in the number 70 Speedy camo car making contact. Great save by the Iron Man on the outside, folks. That wasn't easy. Further on back, Burt Myers almost gets tangled. He's on the outside right now of the number 83. Further back from this, struggling to get to the bottom.
A lot of dirt coming off of 4. We may see a caution, but right now we're still under green. A lot going on here as we got Randy Butner still on the high side of Riley Neal, the real deal, and then behind him is Chris Fleming. So that hole is not opening up anytime soon for Randy Butner.
Randy Butner further on back from this is your side-by-side car now. Neal to the bottom of the 82. Give Neal the spot. Everything's dicing up all over the place. Butner still stuck on the outside. Brandon Ward gets by him. Here comes Tim Brown and the Hayes Jewelers Jerry Hunt special coming by him right now. And then Burt Myers. The night has gone south so quick, and that's what happens here when sometimes you get caught on that high side.
Right now, Randy Butner might go all the way back to the tail end of the longest line here. Right now, he's got Kyle Southern closing up the gap. Does he get down below Kyle? He may clear himself. No, Kyle sticks it in there, going into 3 and 4 with 7 laps on the board.
Things are getting close up front. And I say close because the number 4 has reached the back bumper of Lee Jeffries Phoenix Packaging number 75. Dyslexia has struck me, calling it 57, but hey, that's also ketchup. Jeffries in the lead. Jason Myers and Slate Myers second and third.
It still ain't as bad as me taking us to break earlier, buddy. Right now, Lee Jeffries feels like how I felt earlier. The Myers has got his rearview mirror full. He's getting nervous. He's shaking in his boots. He's got 10 laps right now as he comes around and completes. He's got Myers on the back bumper there.
40 laps to go. Can he hang on? It's going to be a long time to do so. It looks like that 4 car is rolling the center rather nicely, but the 75 is also backing up that corner, backing up the entry of his corner, so he protects and stays on those turtles on the bottom. Now here comes the 4, looking low. He doesn't do it. He gets in the grass a little bit. Sideways goes Myers. Here comes Slate Myers. It's Uncle on the inside. Nephew on the outside for second place at the Madhouse.
Right now, does Jason let Nephew by, or does he keep him on the high side? We've seen what happens to Randy Butner on the high side. He went all the way back to the back. No, Uncle lets Nephew in for second.
And he overdrives the corner, overcooks it a bit, but the Uncle lets him save it there. Great job by young 17-year-old Slate Myers. Slate Myers, that is, in the number 6, making his late model debut just 2 weeks ago at Ace Speedway, finishing second in a Boo Boo Dalton machine. His first time driving a car competitively with fenders on it. But now back to the Madhouse here he goes. Here's the battle ensuing with Riley Neal on the bottom of Mike Speeney. Neal getting a little sideways in the grass. He goes now down the east straightaway. This is the battle everybody is watching. Can the Bulldog hang on the outside?
The Bulldog's got a ill-handling car from the accident that he was in the first modified race as he gets sideways and he loses it. Not
Speeney
good.
has spun. Speeney has spun and the yellow flag is out. Big points implications there for Mike Speeney. His tough night continues. Speeney entering the night in third place in points. A battle between he and the 07 results in Speeney spun around.
That car has not been handled right ever since he took a nosedive there in turn 1 in the first modified race. It started going south with him as soon as the green flag dropped in this race, and he was hung out on the high side there. And as you saw, that they didn't really touch going in the middle of the corner there. He just ended up looping it around. And right now he's having trouble starting the car.
And here is our Hudson Auto Works replay, and you see the 07 below him. A great battle there, and Speeney trying so hard to hang on the outside, and he just gets loose. That car freed up on him in the center of that corner, and he just went around.
The outside has not worked at all tonight ever since we had the 51 dump.
Watch this.
Dump a
center
bunch
of the
oil.
corner, like really high speed center of the corner there, trying to make hay on the outside.
Yeah.
And he had too much speed when that car was rotating.
Yeah, the outside has not came in all night ever since the 51 dropped all over the track on the outside earlier in the first modified race. So it's tough to see that. Right now he's having trouble firing it as the Citrus Safe Cleaners track cleanup. But, guys, we still got a long way to go in this 50-lap race. We're going to be right back after these messages. Don't go anywhere.
We are back here at Bowman Gray Stadium, and you see Matt Garrison doing the job that Jeff Bunton used to do, running out and putting down the cone. That's because the leader comes to the cone here, Lee Jeffries, and he gets to choose whether he starts on the inside of that row or outside. Subsequently, the drivers behind choose inside or outside as well. This is the Traffic Control Safety Service double file restart cone. Something really cool here at Bowman Gray Stadium.
Now, you got to ask yourself, that outside has not came in all night.
I know.
And Slate just took the outside, and we got Chris Fleming took the outside.
Give him some credit, though, because the kid is putting it to the wood out there. Okay, that's not easy to do even on a night where we've seen people hang
We're
on
going to
the
find
outside.
out how he can hang on the outside here as he's got the uncle. Will the uncle let him in if he doesn't fire off good on this restart?
Well, that will be the question as the modifieds roar back to life here at Bowman Gray Stadium. Green flag is back out. Jeffries gets the jump. Slate Myers files in the second spot. Jason Myers in third. The battle is right behind him. The showstopper on the outside.
They pinched the showstopper up there.
Actually, it's Luke Fleming.
That's
Luke
Luke,
Fleming
yeah.
on the outside. Riley Neal gets by him. Tom Buzzy gets by him. A whole gaggle of cars behind it, trying to go willy-nilly left and right and trying to hang on to their race cars.
Mason Lawson puts the bumper to the showstopper. Chris Fleming is Tim Brown. You got the two gladiators up there, the icons here at the Madhouse on the high side. They're hung out on the high side. They've got to get down or they're going to be freight trained. We've seen how that works with Randy Butner earlier.
This is the battle we're watching right now, the 83, and now the leaders are battling as well. Jeffries hanging on,
he's
a
getting
little
shot.
bumper from Slate Myers. He hangs on, Myers lets him save it. Now they go into the north turn, a little bit of iron pressing again.
He wants to win this 50-lapper. Could you imagine what it's going to be like if this kid can pull that off? He's got the uncle right behind him playing blocker with Tom Buzzy Jr. behind him and sitting in fourth. You got Riley Neal in fifth. A lot of action up front.
Remember, he's got 28 laps to do this. You don't need to rush, but right now, Slate feels like he's got a fast car. He's trying to get some daylight and hopefully move the 75 up just enough to pass him.
You got to think, how do you want to move the competitor that's in front of you? It will haunt you. It could haunt you later in the race if that competitor does not forget being popped by it and moved out of the way.
Well, what you're also going to see, Jeff, and we've talked about it, you and me, before, a great veteran right now like Lee Jeffries, if he gets popped enough in the back, he's actually going to slow down in the center of the corner and square up that contact, and it will actually impede the six even worse. Coming to halfway in the Tough Shed Twin 50.
Jason Myers knows exactly what you were just explaining, Matthew, but right now he's sitting in third. And then here goes Slate on the inside. He popped him just right, and he's on the inside of Lee Jeffries and takes the lead. Lee Jeffries hung out on the outside of Uncle Jason Myers, trying to get down in second to return to favor.
Lee Jeffries took a pop from the back bumper. Now both Myers get by. Here comes Tom Buzzy Jr. Buzzy in his first time here in a Speedy Motorsports car. He doesn't have much experience here at all. Does the driver that 70s sideways coming off of turn number 4. Now Riley Neal to the outside of him. Great battle here for the third position. Buzzy on the bottom. The 75 up top. They bang wheels in the north turn.
Tom Buzzy Jr. locks it up just a little bit, but he gets out of turn 4 just right and keeps Lee Jeffries on the outside. He loses 3 positions.
Oh, man. Lee Jeffries right now filing on back. He feels like Rodney Dangerfield. No respect. He is not liking this right now. He's gotten a bumper, he's gotten a wheel, and he is marching on backwards, much like we saw Butner before.
2 Mr. Nice Guys being shuffled back to the rear as we see Lee Jeffries get a little loose. He gets an opening there and settles in behind Burt Myers, but Tim Brown, he's knocking on the door.
Brown on the inside, but now the battle is on for the third position. Buzzy in the camo Speeny ride is getting a bumper full from Riley Neal. The real deal, Riley Neal in the fourth position is knocking on that door.
Right now you got nephew and uncle sitting comfortably in first and second, but right now you got Riley Neal trying to get by Tom Buzzy Jr. here to see what he can do, if he can get enough time to catch uncle and nephew up there.
The made in North Carolina driver in that tan car that you see told me this morning, contact, and what a save by Buzzy.
That's a veteran right there. Good save by Tom Buzzy Jr. He settles in behind Riley Neal. Riley Neal's on a mission now. 33 laps on the board. He's got a lot of ground. He needs a caution.
Great save by Buzzy in that tan machine. He was telling me this morning that he has raced here at the Madhouse. He started a car but didn't really run the full race. So this tonight, the Twin 50s, are his first two actual races here. He's only made 2 starts, but he hasn't run the full race. So these are his 2 actual first starts here tonight, doing quite well in 4th position. 36 laps click on the board. The Myers family is dominating this one with Slate and the number 4 of Jason Myers.
It's been a Myers show for these Twin 50s so far tonight here at the Madhouse. They got a comfortable lead. They do not want to see a caution at all. Riley Neal is praying for a caution. Somebody kick up some dirt in turn 4. Somebody throw a water ball at her. Somebody do something.
Single file much of the way around the famed quarter mile. Looking at Burt Myers, the winner of the first Tough Shed Twin 50. He is mired further back in the field. Let's see, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th place, I believe, for Burt Myers, behind rookie Mason Lawson in that Can-Am number 82 car, who's having himself a good run tonight. His fellow rookie competitor, Lonnie Oakley, having engine problems today in practice, so he is not competing tonight.
Mason Lawson having a heck of a night tonight. Been running very consistent, good, not causing any issues. Right now he's got Burt Myers on the back bumper. Obviously Burt Myers is not going to get his double tonight, but I believe they're going to be all smiles here in Victory Lane if Slate can hold on to it with 8 laps to go.
Slate Myers, Jason Myers, Riley Neal in 3rd, 4th for Tom Buzzy, 5th for Luke Fleming, 6th for Jordan Fleming. So the brothers Fleming. Oh, speaking of that, who's in 7th? It's Chris Fleming. We've got 3 Flemings running here, nose to nose to nose, right in front of that 04 car that you see of Brandon Ward, or the 3 black cars on the track right in front of that car.
Brandon Ward's not seeing double. He's seeing triple Flemings in front of him. He's got his hands full right now with the showstopper in front of him. And he's got Luke in front of him, and then Jordan leading that line there. Slate coming around to see 5 laps to go.
A little bit of a fuel leak out of the 04. Not a big deal, but the cars in front of him. What a story right there for the Fleming family. Running here nose to tail in this one. In the 5th, 6th, and 7th position is Luke Fleming, his brother Jordan, and then dad, Chris Fleming, right behind him. What a
04
great
is off
sight.
the pace. 04 is off the pace. Will that bring out a caution? He is leaking fluid. It might be fuel, it might be pushing water. Will that bring out a caution? 46 laps are on the board. We're still under green.
The 04 looks to try to leave the racing surface right now. Can he do it? Yes, he does.
It's
but
a
the caution
caution.
is out.
We got to spin. Lee Jeffries is in 4.
Lee Jeffries has spun. The NC811.org caution flag is out. If you're a Myers right now,
you just
did
threw your
not
hands
want to
up.
see that.
You just threw your hands up. You've got your face in your palm. This is not what you wanted to see.
The only good thing is lap 48, single file. Oh, Speeny right there. Don't know what happened there, but hey, if you're a Myers fan, the only good thing right now is, okay, this is a 50-lap race. There's 2 laps to go. The caution came out at lap 48. In the driver's meeting, they say the last 5 laps of the 50 lappers and the 100 lappers and the 150 and everything, the last 5 laps are single file.
Single file. that plays in favor to uncle and nephew. Uncle sitting in second. Jason Myers. Slate sitting in a comfortable first place here. We've got a couple of cars here that need some help, push off to get cranked back up. We got a conversation between Speeney and Lee Jeffries. The cameras did catch the aftermath there. I'm not sure what happened there in turn 3 and 4, but Speeney pulls up to Lee and they discuss hockey. Canes are going to beat the Knights, I'm sure.
Tomorrow night.
I'm a good lip reader.
Yeah. I mean, you can read them from here.
Yeah.
Sure. Catch your breath, folks. You got a little bit of a time maybe to go get a lemonade. Maybe not. I think we might be choosing. No, we don't choose. That's right. Single file. But we might be coming to one to go here, possibly. So you might have time to go get lemonade or a pickle or some pretzels or something like that.
There you go, talking about food again.
Me? Never.
Here we go. One to go. Don't go anywhere. Keep it right here on Flow Racing. You're about to see history being made, probably. I don't see anything. If anything could happen here, let's say what if. There's some history there between Nils and the Myers. Let's be honest.
Well documented last year.
Neil could use Jason into nephew and then be in the catbird seat and drive off. A double bump and run.
What seat does a cat sit in?
The cat? Yeah. I bet Pumpkin's at my house right now watching the cars go around on TV. She does it all the time.
Well, here you go.
I love my cat. Here we go. Will we see that happen? That could happen.
Meow. 2 laps to go as we take the green here. Who will win the Tough Shed 50?
Good start by Slate and Jason. Riley Neal on the back bumper as they make contact. We got another wreck out of 2.
Huge wreck on the back straightaway.
Tom Buzzy Jr. with a great run just gets collected by Luke Fleming.
Jordan Fleming in the Taylor Auto Parts car. They all look identical. It's hard even to see on the camera what number that is, but you can see on the tail it is the number 99 for that driver. Jordan Fleming having a good season so far is that generational talent in the number 99 machine, and finishing 6th and 3rd last week on double points night have entered him into the points conversation.
We were just talking about how well the Flemings were doing, but they got hooked up right here.
Here's the Hudson Auto Works replay, and let's see what happened here. And Fleming gets in, lays the iron to the number 70, gets bottom because of it. The 70 comes down on him big time there. And
they just hook up and go straight into the wall. Nowhere to go. They can't do nothing with the wheels locked like that.
Yep.
Unfortunate. It looked like Tom Buzzy kind of came to a stop there in the center as we see it again here. He gets a shot in the rear, lifts the rear tires up.
And you see it right there, the contact.
Tom comes down, does not give any room for him at all. Locks wheels into the wall, ends both their nights.
All right. That means we're going to take a break here on Flow Racing, and we could sing our jingle, right?
Yeah.
After these messages, we'll be right back. We're back here live on Flow Racing for the coverage of night 1136 at the Madhouse. And right now, Slate Myers is your leader with Jason Myers, his uncle, in second. Third position, a rival car. That is the 07 of the real deal, Riley Neal. So, We're going to go back to green, but we're not going to see a green-white checker, it appears. Explain that. We're going to see a one-lap shootout?
We're going to see a one-lap shootout. It's pretty much going to be Slate taking the green-white together on this one here because they do not count caution laps. The only time you see a green-white checkered is when we count caution laps here at the stadium. So you got 49 laps on the board. He'll come around and see both the green-white together. Next time by, if he holds on to it, he'll see the checkered flag. Again, we do not count caution laps in these 50-lap shootouts. So
great explanation, and you would know you're on this flag stand for so many years with Randy Smith and enjoying probably the greatest view, most exhilarating view besides being in a race car.
Best seat in the house. Really, you got any seat in the house here at the Madhouse.
We're in air conditioning in a beautiful glass booth. You could be sitting in the horseshoe right now of a historic stadium, or you could be behind the wheel of a 600 horsepower modified. Either way, as long as you're at the stadium, that's where you want to be. Green and white together. This is it. One trip around the famed quarter mile. Will it be a Myers or will it be Neal? Here comes Slate Myers. The other week he scored his first victory. Now he gets win number 2. Give it to Slate. Nephew, uncle, 1-2 finish. Slate Myers with his second victory of the season and the 5th win in 12 races this year for the Myers family. Burt Myers with 2, Slate Myers with 2, and 1 for Jason Myers. It's been a season of Myers in Carolina Woodfloor's victory lane.
A 50-lapper. Not just a 25-lapper, but a 50-lapper. Slate Myers takes the win. Slate's second career win gives the Myers family their 244th career win. Bert's first win was a 50-lapper. Slate's second win is now a 50-lapper.
Look at that. So many ironies when you're dealing with generations. And this right here, folks, if you're new to the Madhouse and you see the fans just signaling their joy right now, this right here is a rare occurrence. 4th generation winning families are rare in this sport. We've dug through short track racing and there's about 4 that we've identified. But in the hierarchy of NASCAR, we can look at Petty, Earnhardt, and Myers. 4th generation winning families. Now, let's go down to the mosh pit known as Myers Family Victory Lane with Randy Pulliam.
To climb out of that number 6, picking up his second win of the season, second win in his modified career here at Bowman Gray. Here he is. Slate Myers. Slate, let's go over here to the Carolina Woodfloors Winner's Circle. Getting a hug from Dad. Slate, let's talk while we go over here. Second win of the season. Uncle Jason finishes behind you. Your dad picks up the first one. Wow. Slate, way to go. Win number 2 feels great, I know.
Dude, heck yeah. I mean, it's not as sweet as the first one, but the second one's, that's pretty cool. To win a 50-lapper over here, it's just awesome. And to do it 3 weeks ago and then do it again now, and it's just so early in the season. I don't know. This is great.
I know your dad would have liked to win some chicken nuggets for Chick-fil-A for everybody, but I know this is much sweeter to him.
Oh, yeah, we'll have some chicken nuggets this week at the beach.
Congratulations, Slate Myers, ladies and gentlemen, picks up his second win of the season.
The 5th win of the season for the families Myers, but more importantly, twin modified history. The 4th time in history that the Myers family have swept twin races at Bowman Gray Stadium. Folks, You just saw some history. Burt Myers, Slate Myers, the winners tonight in the modifieds. Up next, the street stocks. Stay tuned because we've got them. We got a stadium stock race and Crown Vics. Let's go.
Winston-Salem, the number 16 of Brad Lewis. That is your starting lineup for our QRC HVAC and Refrigeration Street Stock Division.
Welcome back to Flow Racing's coverage of Bowman Gray Stadium. And folks, we've got the street stocks hitting the track right now for their 20-lap feature event for the night. Brad Lewis, the black and green car that you see right there, he drew the lucky pill to start first tonight. And I'll tell you what, he is the points leader in this division. You look at last week, double points night. Well, he stretched his legs. How and why? Well, because he got a win last week on the most important night of the season thus far. His biggest competitor, Connor Keaton, in the number 5 car, well, he finished 5th. That means he lost 16 points. So if you look at the right side of that, you see last week's ramifications of double points night, all those drivers losing points to your points leader, Brad Lewis. Lewis now ahead by 28 on the field. He's stretching his legs, folks. Can he continue that tonight? The lucky pill draw of number 1 has him having a great chance to do so.
You see what happens. This is best case scenario, and the Sportsman was the worst case scenario of double points night.
Exactly. So you saw the tale of 2 double points nights. Let's start the starting lineup right here for you for this 20-lapper. On the pole was the Right Choice Plumbing, number 16 of Brad Lewis. To the outside in the Letterbomb.com, number 8, it's Dalton Ledbetter.
In the second row out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina is number 9, Brandon Brown. And on the outside of him is a good buddy of mine from Louisville, North Carolina, and the 07 of Nick Brill.
Starting 5th tonight is the number 5 Carter Insulation car for Cool, Connor Keaton. And on the outside, the Motorsports on Main 10 for Kendall Craig Hartless.
Next row out of Lexington, North Carolina, and the car number 37 is Matt Privet. On the outside of him, out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina, car number 68 is Emily Lewis.
Car number 30 starts 9th, and he's crept up into the points conversation, is the Koger Plumbing number 30 of Zach Koger. And to the outside, the Proud American Beverage 19, it's TJ Whaley.
Next row, and car number 1 out of Trinity, North Carolina, is Christian Joyce. On the outside of him, out of Rockwell, North Carolina, car number 98, Jaden Cordell.
Starting 13th tonight is the Mule Scare Trucking 00 of Donnie Moose Martin. And to the outside, it's the K-Train of the Garage Doors of the Triad 13 for Kevin Gilbert.
Next row, in car number 47 of Pallet Mountain is Victor Flores. And on the outside of him, in car number 35, is Andy Avery. Rounding it out is car number 88, Brian Shoup. 72, Bryant Robertson. And behind them is the 21 of West Glasgow. And on the outside, running caboose is number 14, Devin Pendergrass.
20 street stocks set to entertain here in downtown Winston-Salem, North Carolina, at a stadium that has meant so much to this community. Now, a whole host of drivers want to grip that checkered flag. Who will it be after 20 laps? The QRC street stocks are green.
Right off the bat, we got a car around, but he's back going to car number 37, but back up front here, we got a tough battle for second place as they get together and they take out the 07 into the wall.
Calamity in the north turn as Ledbetter gets turned around. Brown involved, Kendall Craig Hartless, Nick Brill involved, Emily Lewis. The 07 has hit the wall and major damage on that car.
I hate it for him. That's a good buddy of mine. We talked earlier. He's like, hey, man, I'm starting actually up front. I can't wait for you to call this race and maybe call a win. Unfortunately, he's in the wall, but it's not of his doings. He had nowhere to go. I hate it for him.
Here's your Flow Racing replay. And first we see the spin at the start there that kind of started off a really crazy lap, Prevet. And then you see what happens here for second position. Brendan Brown gets into Ledbetter and nowhere to go for Brill as he basically just ramps over the number 9 car. But tough impact. People call that a soft wall. It is not.
No.
It is a safer barrier. I promise you that thing is far from soft.
Yeah, I hate seeing that going in the corner there. Obviously, you had Brown. Well, he was committed. He was past the rear quarter panel of him and just kept coming down and got collected.
We'll just take a quick break. No singing this time, but we'll be back with some great racing.
Ledbetter up there in the front, it just seems like to me that maybe he just kind of checked up maybe just a tick, and then when he realized we were still green, maybe inadvertently just come down a little bit. But that's just the way, once again, I tell you all the time, race fans, just because they got the microphone, definitely don't think I'm right or wrong. Sometimes people tend to just kind of jump the gun a little bit. Good to see Nick Brill, that 07 is back underway. Let's see if he decides to take entry into pit road. One lap complete. And yes, Nick will take entry to pit road for service.
We'll take it back here in a beautiful night at Bowman Gray Stadium. Let's give a little bit of a shout out. First of all, I'll say happy birthday to my friend Chris Honeycutt, but also just want to take this second to give a shout out to a family that's hurting a little bit. Keith Trevette passed away this week, a huge Bowman Gray Stadium fan and a really good dude. So thoughts and prayers to his whole family. I know they are here tonight because that's what they do. They're a family. They come to the racetrack, and so many families come to Bowman Gray Stadium. Generations of families come sit here in the historic confines to watch NASCAR-branded stock car auto racing.
We're all a family here, and I really want to take time to also Jerry Reeves, one tough NASCAR official here at Bowman Gray Stadium, lost his wife a week ago, and he is here tonight.
Yes.
This is the best medicine. Come together as a family. He's here tonight with that shirt on, doing his job still. So
long-time official here,
official.
Smart Modified Tour. He's a modified guy, and he's a Bowman Gray guy, and it was tough to not see him here last week. But he did the right thing, staying at home with his family. We were just up at the wake the other day, and great to see that he is back here and being loved on by so many that love him. All right, we talked about the front of the points, right? And who was it? Brad Lewis, the car you see right there. The car behind the black and green machine is the black and blue number 5. That's your second place points man. Cool Connor Keaton right there. Carter Insulation car, a car that's formerly a Zach Clifton machine, now belonging to he, and a rookie season for Keaton, who has graced victory lane many times with his brother, the Slim Reaper, Grayson Keaton, really dominating in the stadium stocks, and their father also a winner in at Bowman Gray Stadium several times, and so great to see this family moving on up like the Jeffersons.
It's a family affair here at the Madhouse, and like I said, sometimes when you walk back in the back gate of that Madhouse, family kind of goes out the window and friends go out the window. But the Keatons, they're tight. They're tight. They look after each other, and it's good to see cool Connor Keaton sitting there in second.
The pace truck right here is rowing. If you could see that, folks, they're rowing the pace truck. That was spectacular. The people riding along in the pace truck were actually rowing to help Jimmy Absher effort that modern Chevrolet down the front straightaway.
I could see them having to do that with a Ford, but not a Chevrolet. A Chevrolet's got awesome power. I'm a Chevy guy.
Well, there goes Ford sponsoring us. No, I'm just kidding.
not while I'm here. Oh, we were on one to go there. We're coming to the green.
One to go. One lap on the scoreboard. The street stocks returning back to green. Brad Lewis down the front straightaway.
Trouble again. We can't get underway.
Jaden Cordial has spun. Cordial fresh off his third place finish last week, a career best, and now the yellow flag comes back out again. That young man who started go-karts and ran Legends cars last week, what a run here to finish third, and it wasn't just like handed to him. He really raced a very smart race, and that's what I like about this young man. He's clean.
Well, that was a clean spin there coming off of 4, but with only 2 laps on the board, you got to think the time is going to end up playing a factor in this race.
Yeah, it could, and we've seen that too much time here. And let's take a Hudson Auto Works replay look at what happens to the man driving Bad Brad's Velocita number 98. And it looks like they checked up a bit, and then he got into Moose Martin, it appears, and got spun. So nothing to do there. He got on the brakes, and the car just went around. But Bad Brad's ride, the number 98, is a pretty potent ride, so great to see that kid in good equipment there. And Brad, of course, is just somebody that's entrenched in this Bowman Gray community for so long, a former competitor here at Bowman Gray Stadium, but also a big sponsor of everything here at Bowman Gray Stadium with Velocita.
Velocita has done a ton for a lot of drivers. I enjoy
That's
watching
where I'm going for
videos.
my suit, man.
Yeah, well, it's going. Yeah, I'm not going there.
I'm going there because I'll tell you what, like I love anybody that puts back into the stadium. You know that with me. Whether
I was
it's
talking
Little
about
Donuts.
your suit and how.
Oh, they need a lot of fabric.
Yeah,
buddy.
a lot of fabric there.
All right, green flag is back out. A little bit of bumper tag through the north turn, but clean and green. Look at who's in third position. Zach Coger, fresh off his best career finish, is the driver of the number 30 machine. Coger right now sitting pretty in the 3 spot with a championship driver right to his tail in that number 1 of Christian Joyce.
Christian Joyce is hammered down on Coger right there, trying to take over that 3rd position. We actually completed 1 lap. That's incredible for this street stock division. Right now we got 1 off the track in the backstretch going through there mowing the grass, but he's back on the 21 car. Christian Joyce gets by Coger for the 3rd spot.
Joyce moving up into that 3 spot. Coger right there in 4th. He has finishes of 3rd and 4th the last times on the racetrack for the Coger Plumbing number 30. Creeping on up, moving up into the 5 spot in points. Now looking back, the Mule Skinner trucking car. It's the Moose and the K-Train side by side in the south turn.
He's got the Moose hung high and dry right there. The 47 is going to keep him outside there with 6 laps on the board. He gets by the Moose. K-Train, he's sitting good right there in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7th place.
No timing and scoring for us, by the way, folks, so that's why we get a count. Top 3 in points are top 3 on the track right now, points out Justin Mincy, and that is oh so true. The 4th place car right now, Coger, is the 5th place car in points But let's also shout out the car in 5th position, okay? That is TJ Whaley. 5th position right now is TJ Whaley's red, white, and blue, number 19. This is a car that has seen a lot of wall time, seen a lot of infield time, spinning time, but this is a new dad right here, welcoming Beckett into the world, and him and his wife, I bumped into them at the Davis Family Ranch, the rodeo, just a week ago, and he had his whole family out there enjoying it, and his whole family loves to be here at the stadium, and could he get a career night at the Madhouse?
He's doing good so far as the cross flags are out, as we got a car that's off the pace right now, staying on the bottom there, out of the way. Brad Lewis with a comfortable lead on Keaton there, sitting in second. He's got about a car length lead on him. Robertson, he's keeping K-Train back behind him. He's got TJ Whaley in front of him. Everybody's kind of settled in here, single file with 12 laps completed as Brad Lewis crosses the line.
Lewis right now comfortably leading over Connor Keaton. Will lap traffic play a factor in this one?
Connor Keaton, he's got a good car underneath him. He's just watching Brad's moves here, trying to mimic him to try to gain some spots here. Gain some tenths on Brad Lewis. Brad Lewis has got a lot of lap traffic in front of him. It may play a factor in this with 13 laps on the board.
The lap traffic, Devin Pendergrass on the bottom in front of the leaders. Also Prevet in that number 37 machine. Now Lewis has to wash up high to get around him, but oh boy, that closes the gap here.
As soon as they go double file with the leader.
5 to go.
5 to go. As soon as they go double file with the leader, it does help Keaton gain on Brad Lewis, but then the second place has to get by the lap car, and it ends up hurting them both. But right now, Brad Lewis still ahead of Keaton. Keaton still trying to claw his way to the back bumper of Brad Lewis and maybe, just maybe, give him a love tap.
Lewis, the leader, now the 5 closing in. Coming to 3 laps to go.
Brad Lewis still has a couple lap cars in front of him. May play a factor here. He gains a little bit more space between him and Keaton. As we still got a battle here on the back stretch, we're going back to Brad Lewis. Brad Lewis got to get around this lap car with no problems as they come back around to see the white flag.
Coming around for the white flag is Brad Lewis. He's got lap traffic to manage, but he gets by him clean and green. Clean and green is the name of the game for the car that is black and green. And right now he brings home the green. 3rd win of the season for Brad Lewis. 2nd place to Cool Connor Keaton. 3rd place Christian Joyce. 4th place Zach Coger. An impressive run again. TJ Whaley with a top 5 finish. Bryant Robertson behind them and the Kate train.
Oh, we got the Moose that got turned around there coming to the checkered. He's coming back around here to take the checkered.
Brad Lewis with career win 13 for Lewis.
Wow, 13, and he's got a green car at a racetrack.
Just think, just a few years ago, there's a guy that only had 1 win to his credit, and he credits so much for getting in that Dylan Ward chassis. And he'll probably talk about it tonight. He's had 2 emotional victory lanes, of course, losing his mother during the offseason. And, this is a guy that wears it on his sleeve. He's a guy that's lived life. He's made some mistakes here and there. But he's a proud dad. He's a proud grandfather and a proud racer here at Bowman Gray Stadium. And now, with that 13th career win, he ties Ronnie Clifton, Rusty Harp, and Brian Wall for 17th place on the Street Stock win list. Of course, Brian Wall, we wish you well. He suffered a heart attack this week, but he is doing great. The people's champ, Brian Wall. We love you, brother. But hey, there's the 16. He's the one that gets to grip the checkered flag, and he's taking it nice and easy around the turn, just letting that moment soak in. And knowing Brad, that's what he's doing right there. Now he's going to pull around, and his crew's going to be waiting for him at the pit exit right there, and they're all waving, and he's waving that flag to them right now, and you'll see them run behind him as Brad Lewis enters victory lane.
Brad Lewis bringing home the money tonight. Good points run for him, but also Keaton behind him had a good points run, finishing second behind the point leader.
At least he finished second. Okay, if
It's
you
not
can't
bad.
beat him in the chasing the
Be
points,
there.
man,
Yep.
you got to be there. So let's go down trackside. You see Emily Lewis kneeling down, the daughter of Brad Lewis. But let's go down to Randy Pulliam with a family celebration in victory lane.
2026 campaign. Brad, hate to do it. We're a little pushed for time, but congratulations on win number 3. The 2026 season, 13th win of your career. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. I think I got a couple angels riding with me. Robbie Brewer and my mom. That's what's doing it for me. Everybody's calling buddy system, but it's just good Lord upstairs, man, takes care of me. I want to thank my sponsors, Ceramic Pro, Wright Joyce Plumbing, Reese Windows and Doors, Reese Builders, Unlimited Surfaces, Carolina Heritage Vintage Winery, Black Oak Barbershop, Reese LNS Planning and Coordination, Just Chillin' Services, Green Team Lawn Care, Louis, Tri-County Real Estate, and TWI. And man, Dylan Ward, I'm telling you what, he makes this thing a rocket. And all these people right here to support me, Marissa for spotting for me. It's my girl. I'm a loss for words.
Congratulations. Brad Lewis picks up his 3rd win of the season.
Congratulations to Brad Lewis. Folks, don't go anywhere. We got Stadium Stocks next.
Starting 14th at the number 55, Robert Warren Jr. Starting 13th at the number 5, Andre Chavez. Starting 12th at the number 12, Tyler Rose. Starting 11th at the number 18, Billy Andrews. Starting 10th in the number 27, Cody Livengood. Starting 9th in the 02, Fuzzy Dingles. Starting 8th in the number 28, Robert Babe. And starting 7th in the number 45 is Keith Bryant. Starting 6th in the number 10, J.D. Lineberry. Starting 5th in the number 66, T.L. Geeson. Starting 4th in number 29, Christian Bowens. Starting 3rd in the number 64 is Ricky Wall. And on the outside of your front row, the number 14, Brandon Vaughn. Starting from the point from the row is the 03 of Grayson Lee. And that is your starting lineup for our Q104.1 Stadium Stock Division, race number 2.
We're back live at Bowman Gray Stadium, getting you set for race number 2 for the Stadium Stocks. 2 races left. It's a little bit of a late night, but we've got a good one on tap here for the Stadium Stocks. This is the first race that we split the division. Instead of it being a split, just a regular split, it's the A group that we saw earlier, and now the B group. Let's give you the starting lineup. Starting on the pole will be the Chimney Sweep 03 of Grayson Lee. Outside will be the 6-7 racing number 14 for the rookie, Brennan Vaughn.
Row 2 out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina, car number 64, Ricky Wall. Outside of him, out of Tyro, North Carolina, car number 29, Christian Bowens.
Starting 5th tonight in the M3 Renovation 66, Tim Geeson. And then Light Bright, the number 10 for J.B. Lineberry.
Hey, Light Bright's back. That's cool. Next row, out of High Point, North Carolina, car number 45, Keith Bryant. Outside of him, out of Germantown, North Carolina, and car number 28, Robert Mabe.
Welcome back to the Madhouse. The driver starting 9th in the car, affectionately known as Whisker Biscuit, is the rookie driver. It's the 02, Fuzzy Dinkles. To the outside of the Dysinger Lawn Care, 27 tonight in this race, it's Cody Arrington.
We have a Fuzzy Dinkles? Wow, that's great.
Always.
Great. Next row, car number 18, out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina, Billy Andrews. On the outside of him, in the car number 12, out of Pilot Mountain, Tyler Rose.
Starting in lucky position 13 is the Cheeky number 5 for the Cheeky Chavez. That's Andre Chavez. And starting last tonight in the Hicks Land Management, number 55, it's Robert Warren Jr.
I got to admit, I'm pulling for Fuzzy Dinkles. I know we're not supposed to pull for anybody, but that's a cool name. We're on one to go, by the way.
It's one of the greatest names in short track racing.
I agree.
The fact that Fuzzy Dinkles actually competes in a car affectionately known as Whisker Biscuit is the coolest thing that's happened here since Charlie Curry drove a Volkswagen. Let's go Buzz Bomber racing, folks. Here we go. Stadium stocks are not green. The yellow flag is out. They didn't like that one.
They didn't like that one at all. It looked like they started in turn 3 over there at Kogar Corner.
Kogar Corner is, I'm glad you're not calling it Toilet Corner anymore.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't like that. They didn't like that, and it matters.
When you hit that, it's a crappy night.
Kogar Corner is nice.
It's a crappy night when you hit that over there.
Here we go. Re-rack them. Re-stack them. Buzz Bomber style. Here we go. Green flag is... Yes, it is out. It's kind of a haphazard green flag. Oh, the green flag did come out. Good. Here we go. 3 wide in turn number 1. Oh, huge contact. Huge contact in the rear for the number 27 car of Arrington. Yellow flag is out. Ouch.
What a start there. Talk about Bowman Dega. They go 3 wide in turn 1 on the initial start.
That was like a plate race. I was like, I momentarily looked down because the flag person that was throwing the flag, it got tangled, and I kind of giggled.
That's the honorary
And then I look
starter.
up, and there are 3 wide.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's called.
And there is Arrington climbing out of that car.
That was a wild start there. As we take a look here, look at that, 3 wide
And
for
look
second.
on the bottom of your screen right
oh,
there.
Oh, we got Monster Jam pulling.
He just ran over him.
Just ran over that pretty 28 Davey Allison tribute car. Not sure. Then he's coming down to the 5.
Old Cheeky right there did a good job of getting out of there. He did a little Humpty there over the hump. Well, folks, that was the replay. And now we send you to a quick commercial break. We'll be back with 14 laps of this one and the Crown Vics. Hang on. We are back here at Bowman Gray Stadium, coming to 1 to go. 1 lap on the scoreboard for the stadium stockers as we try to get the number 27 car off the track. Grayson Lee is your leader in that Mustang machine. Love that stock body look Mustang. And Ricky Wall is right behind him. Ricky Wall, of course, his car adorned with so much veteran support for veterans serving this country. That is his mission in life. Met his daughter also today in the pit area. His son actually took that car out for his first ever laps just a week ago. And now he has a chance for a win. Green flag is back out.
Ricky Wall got a good jump there. He's on the inside and just blows the doors off the 03 there. He's got the 29 of Christian Bowens follow him in second.
Bowens right now has a fast car. Light Bright has spun around coming off of turn number 2.
He had some help, but he's around, and caution is out, buddy.
Yellow flag is out. Ricky Wall, your leader. Christian Bowens in second position. Geeson, welcome back to the stadium for Geeson in the 3rd position. And the 4th position for Exeldyne's owner, Keith Bryant.
You said earlier it's a late night. We only got 2 laps on the board. it's either 15 laps or 15 minutes, and I think they've had to cut that time. They're going to go to quickie caution here, showing them 1 to go. Ricky Wall sees it.
Good job by the track officials. Great job by them to not only get him pointed in the right direction, but reset and not waste a lap and say right away, give the 1 to go. That's good race directing.
Like you said, it was, this is the first time that we had to have a split race for the stadium stock because we have so many.
Split races, but no, for the people that don't understand, it's usually evenly split by happenstance.
Right.
This is the first week we go A group, B group.
That's right.
All the top guys and the top 15 in points.
We really need to get this in there. So they want to get these guys a race in. As we come around to get the green flag, Ricky Wall sees the green flag in the air on the loud pedal. As Christian Bowens takes a look at the inside, but Ricky's got a good car.
Sorts of sideways, and now Geeson goes spinning in the grass. Wild action going on right now. The racing roofer moves into the 3 spot, but yellow flag for the 3rd time is out. Geeson is around, but he recovered. But the yellow flag comes back out.
We just can't get this one started.
No, we cannot. Hey, it happens, buddy. That's life.
We got,
there's
the caution. That's what it's for.
As a wise jingle once said, let's look at the Hudson Auto Works replay here and see
before you start singing.
I'm not singing. There's the
he
Bryant
gets a little
machine.
help.
Yeah, I mean that wasn't really a big intentional shot or anything.
That's just an
racing.
ill-handling car around a quarter mile, and he hammered down, kicked a bunch of grass on the coming out of 2 there on the asphalt. That's why the caution's really out. He got back going like you said, but we can't have all that dirt and grass coming off of the corner there. We're on 1 to go. We're ready to try to get this back in.
Well, you take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and then you have the facts of life. As the great prophet Tootie once said on sitcom television.
As we come around and get the Mr. Rogers green flag, Ricky Wall sees it in there and gets on the loud pedal.
Did you compare
We're talking about jingles.
Mr. Rogers to facts of life? Anyway, Ricky Wall is your leader. Wall in the 64 machine has a mirror full, though, of Christian Bowens in the drive shaft, shop number 29. But don't look now. Entering the fray is the 18. The racing roofer has crept up into that 3rd spot. Billy Andrews, and now Whisker Biscuit on the move also. Right behind them. Great battle here in the top 3. Great battle for the 3 behind them as well.
Whisker Biscuit got into the 45 right there, but right now the top 3 is leaving this second group behind them with 5 laps on the board. They'll come around and complete lap number 6. Ricky Wall's got a mirror full of Christian Bowens.
Ricky Wall, we talked about it before the drivers' meeting of tonight when he drew that spot that he did. He drew 3rd and then moved up actually to the 1 spot, that he just needs to do his best to block the bottom, protect the bottom. It's not about blocking, it's about having that preferred groove. And so far, 7 laps into this, he's done so.
Ricky Wall's got a good lead on car number 29 of Christian Bowens. As long as he protects that bottom there and anticipates that shot that Christian Bowens will give him as he sees the cross flags out, we're halfway. We actually made it, Matthew.
Well, I'll tell you what, Ricky Wall right there gapped him, but then you saw the 29 throw it into the turn, and I think Bowens right now is trying to learn how to time that run. That's important to do. It's not just about making the run or driving harder into the corner than the other driver. It's about timing
Ricky
that
Wall,
run.
he pushed. He got it. He got contact with Bowens. Around goes Ricky Wall. He
and
pushed
then the leader is sideways through the grass. Can he save it? Does he regain the lead? I believe he does. Wall has spun around, but Bowens saves it. I believe Bowens will remain the leader.
But Billy Andrews got a problem.
Andrews, trouble for the racing roofer.
He's got a broken left front right there. A lot just happened in 1 turn.
So we had your leader spin. We had your second place man sliding through the grass.
Mowing the grass.
And then we had your 3rd place guy break.
Wow.
Well, if there's a caution, I've never seen one more entertaining, possibly. And that guy loves it. He's clapping.
He's clapping.
He likes what he sees.
Does this mean Fuzzy Dinkles gets the top spot?
No, Fuzzy Dinkles would fire in the 2 spot, I believe.
I'm telling you, I'm pulling for Fuzzy Dinkles. Anybody that's named Fuzzy Dinkles got, oh, whoa, wait a minute. We got the 18 going after the 29.
Now he is refired. He is refired. That car is broken. Let's look at this replay right here and see what happened. He just got turned, simply put. And there's where the 18 broke his left front with contact there with Ricky Wall's car. Great replay by the folks in Charlotte there.
Awesome. But the
and
18.
Look at this, and there's the 18
yeah,
right
he's
now.
going after the 29.
But he's broken right now. That car is broken. He can't go anywhere.
Safety worker didn't like it because he knows he's broke. Taking a big chance there.
There's Billy Andrews, who has climbed from his car, the racing roofer.
Yeah, he's not happy with the 29.
He is not happy, yes. Him and his son. His son's actually in the A class after the 50. Jaden Andrews, the rookie competitor in the number 8 that looks identical to this car.
The
and
field's
there he
coming
is.
around.
He's not happy.
The field's coming around. The cop's like, I don't think we need to do that.
He just told the cop he just wants to talk to him.
Oh, we don't have time to chat about the hockey game. Oh, he's telling him what to do.
Well, that was good.
Okay, I see.
That was good because there was no contact between those two.
No. He was going after the 29 for taking out Ricky Wall.
So the 64 right now believes he is the winner, the leader. Oh, well, and now Billy is – it is a hot night. Just get shirtless. Why not? Drop the suit. The 64 – okay, that's the 29 who we presume is the leader. He is the leader because the 64 brought out the caution, whether it was his fault or not. The 64 has pulled up thinking he is the leader, which now the officials say no. You are the cause of the caution, even if you didn't cause it. You are the caution, so you go to the rear of the field. That is the unfortunate reality that sometimes is the pains of auto racing.
So now the 29, Christian Bowens, is sitting first with Fuzzy Dinkles sitting in second. Now with that contact and the little skirmish that they had, you got to think, does the 29 have possibly a tire going down? Does the 29 have an issue as well? Well, we're about to find out when they go back under green with 10 laps on the board.
Well, there it is, folks. There is Whisker Biscuit, and Whisker Biscuit's most trusty companion is on the radio right now, and that is the wife of Fuzzy Dinkles, Mrs. Dinkles. Mrs. Tara Dinkles is the crew chief and the spotter.
Wow, this story keeps getting better.
And there is Billy Andrews going up to the grandstands to have a little discussion. A guy who works on roofs all week long and then at night works on he and his son's race car.
We're on one to go, Matthew. We're about to go back under business here. It's going to get wild, I do believe. Old Fuzzy Dinkles sitting in the catbird seat. Check that one off, buddy.
I think the catbird seat overtakes my donuts mention 2 weeks ago. It was supposedly they said I mentioned Little Donuts 14 times. They're a sponsor, so that's at least 6. Anyway,
there's a catbird sponsor out there somewhere. Here we go, coming to green.
Cats and birds don't like each other. Here we go. Green flag is out. Christian Bowens in the lead. Dinkles to the bottom. Dinkles to the bottom in the dirt. Bowens hangs on the outside, nearly tagging the wall. Dinkles now looks low again, but give the spot coming off of turn 4 with 5. Now 4 laps to go for the 29. Here comes Tyler Rose.
Dinkles has not got a good handling car right now.
Rose brakes. Rose brakes.
We've got to break it all over the place, but right now Bowens is setting sail.
Tyler Rose goes into the infield to try to get out of the way, so we remain green. Christian Bowens in the lead. Now.
We got them tangled out of 2. They're stuck.
It's getting cheeky coming out of turn 2. It's Bryant. It's Cheeky Chavez.
They're stuck. The caution's out.
Cheeky just raised his hands like, what the heck, man? The Exeldine 45.
Keith Bryant. This race has been wild.
I was wondering if he'd make a better racer than a golfer.
Oh, checkered flag's out. That's the time limit. There's your winner, the 29 of Christian Bowens. Time limit, again, it's either 15 minutes or 15 laps, and obviously the time has ran out. Your winner, after a wild one here, the 29 of Christian Bowens.
First-time winners, feel-good moments. First-time winner for the Drive Shaft Shop 29, Christian Bowens. Of course, a little bit of lineage there with the Bose family, so Kenny Bose. So, but I'll tell you what, first place for him, second place, career best finish for Fuzzy Dinkles.
Fuzzy Dinkles was so close. I was pulling for him. I know we're not supposed to be, biased, but that's an awesome
There's
name.
Light Bright right there. Those guys all pit on the same part of pit road. He's going to go up there and give him a congratulatory.
Oh, they're having fun.
That's a kiss right there.
They're having
racing.
fun.
That's awesome. Christian Bowens becomes the 155th different winner of this great division that started as the Buzz Bombers and now is known as the Q104.1 Stadium Stocks. First-time winner Christian Bowens in that number 29 will pull that machine into Carolina Wood Floors Victory Lane for the first time ever. Ray's Upholstery, the glass shop on board. The former Billy Cameron race car makes its way again to Victory Lane. Let's go down to Randy Pulliam.
First win is career. Let him hear it. Christian Bowens, first win is Bowman Gray Stadium career. Sorry to do this in haste, Christian. Your very first win. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. We had a good race. I'd like to thank my sponsors, the Dry Shaft Shop, Ray's Upholstery, Bridget's Kitchen, and the Glass Shop.
Congratulations to you, Christian, picking up a winner's trophy for the very first time in the Q104.1 Stadium Stock Series. Coming up next, 20 laps for the Crown Vic Super Outlaw Series.
Here's your starting lineup. Starting 12th in the 05B is Brianna Black, sponsored by
All right. Would help to turn my mic on. What a rookie. Anyway, speaking of rookie, the rookie gets his first ever win here at the Madhouse. We'll be back because the Crown's Vics are coming up next. Folks, you're going to want to see this.
In the Over to Tom's RV Repair, car number 69 from Sanford is Mark Stewart. Starting 8th in the Culpeper Wood Pre-Service, car number 57 from Burlington is Barry Hines. Rolling off 7th in the Caldwell Select, Kurt Hansen. Car number 70 from Poptown is Christian Morris. Rolling off 6th in the Driven Creations 06 from Yadkinville is T.J. Gibson. Starting 5th in the Mackabee Investments 05 from Lexington is Bentley Black. Rolling off 4th from Stewart, Virginia in the EME Industrial car 88 is Brad Holt. Starting 3rd from Lexington in the BK Auto Sales car number 47 is Patrick Mullen. And now your front row, starting 2nd on the outside of row number 1 from Lexington in the BK Auto Sales car number 22 is Brad Martin. And starting on the point from McLeansville in the McLean Trucking car number 19 is Riley Hefcock. That is your starting lineup for 20 laps for the Crown Vic Super Outlaw Series.
Welcome back to Bowman Gray Stadium. And folks, if you have stayed with us on Flow Racing to hear myself, Matthew Dillner, and Jeff Bunton, you are going to have a treat. That is because this will be the second running of the Crown Vic Super Series here at Bowman Gray Stadium. And as I get my phone out, let's give you the starting lineup for this one. Starting on the pole, the number 1, it's young lady Riley Hatchcock. Starting on the outside of the front row, the number 22 from Lexington, it's Brad Martin.
Starting behind them in the car number 47, Patrick Mullen. On the outside is a good buddy of mine in car number 88, Brad Holt.
Bentley Black, the young man, 14 years old from Lexington, North Carolina, starts in the next spot in the 05 alongside. In the 6th spot, oh, this guy's a stadium guy, TJ Gibson. Now, the rest of the lineup.
Christian Moores behind him. Barry Hines behind them. Mark Stewart. Josh Williams. Michael Light. Brianna Black. Here we go.
Crown Vics, thunder to life here at the stadium. Green flag is out.
Green flag is out, and we've got Crown Vics on the track. Whoa, and we got one getting shoved in the wall there.
Now, the 69 sends it Mach 1 into Cougar corner. He goes. Massive crash.
That's a crappy night in Cougar corner. That's awful. Feel bad for them.
I mean, that was a hard hit, the 69 car. He just went into turn 3. Mach 1 did Mark Stewart. And my gosh, I don't know what he was thinking, but he wasn't going to make that turn.
I didn't see him hit the brakes at all.
And the 57 of Barry Hines is also involved in the Culpeper wood pre-service machine.
Let's
and
watch
here's the
this.
Hudson Auto Works replay. Watch the car up the gut. The 69
right
up
up the
gut.
middle. Looked like did he owe him money or something?
I don't know, man. He didn't pay his taxi fare.
Something. I mean, he was going right through the middle after that 88, which is Brad Holt.
I love this. We had a car in Coker Corner, and I figured, oh, this is going to be – I'm going to have to say, hey, guys, we're going to take a commercial break. And, and I think we're getting cleaned up here, and the next time by, we almost wanted to go there, but the next time by, we're going to go.
Well, we're still under caution. Pace car still has the lights on, and we're trying to figure out who is first, the 47 or the pink one.
Well, now the car at the point will be the number 47 machine. Tyler McDonald drove it in the first ever race here just a few weeks ago, but tonight it's being piloted by a guy that has driven and won in the stadium stocks here, Patrick Mullen, old P. Mullen, the New Jersey native.
Now we'll come to one to go. They got them lined up. We're ready to go. Now, these Crown Vics, you got to...
Single file. Come on, man.
Oh, it'll be all right. They got one lap on the board. But these Crown Vics, these are heavy cars to run around this quarter mile here. So you got to think. You got to woe them down. Let's look
at this. Let's look at this Hudson Auto Works replay. Look at the 69 right up the gut here.
He was going after the 88.
Cleans him out.
I mean, going after the 88.
I think he harpooned him. Oh, look at the camera.
What a shot.
Oh, poor camera.
If that tells you what kind of impact these cars, like I said, they are heavy cars.
Art Vandelay, great job hanging onto your camera and not dropping it. Great job. Here we go. Back to green for the Crown Vic Super Series. Patrick Mullen and Tony Black. Mullen in the gray machine leads the way. Bentley Black in the 05 gets into him. Oh,
can they hold on?
Tried to save it 5 times. Now he spins.
And they're 3 wide going in 3. No caution. No caution. He's getting back on there.
I think Mullen's doing donuts.
Oh, he's going backwards.
Where are you going, Patrick? Here you go.
Around.
Turn it around. Back it up, Terry. Back it up.
Back it up. Still no caution. He's underway. We're still under green. Can he hold on to it, though? They're beating and banging in the back here.
Oh, this is a wild one, and it doesn't look too wild up front for young Bentley Black. He's got about an 8-car length lead now on the number 1 machine.
This is like a bad Smokey and the Bandit movie. It's like
is
watching
there
a bunch
bad
of cops.
Smokey and the Bandit movie? Actually, there is.
This is like watching the cops
Smokey and the
chase
Bandit
them.
3 sucked.
I mean, they're all over the place here. We got a comfortable lead here out of the 05 with 3 laps on the board. He's coming up on the 47, which them two tangled earlier.
The 05 of Bentley Black, 14-year-old that's been winning a lot of Crown Vic races. And there's Riley Hatchcock right there getting moved out of the way.
Uh-oh, we might see something here. Might see him retaliate, the 47, to Bentley. I don't know if he wants to go on the outside of him or not.
There is Bentley Black going to the outside of P. Mullen, Patrick Mullen. Mullen doing it the clean way, not getting into him.
That's good. Patrick's going to, he locked it down, let him go. That's good. Good, clean racing right there.
Bentley Black is just dominating this. 6 laps into this 20-lapper right now.
Oh, they got it figured out.
Second place is the number 26 car of Michael Leip, who almost got the win the first time we were out. Hatchcock in the 3rd position right now as it stands. And then the number 98 that was driven by Jimmy Krieger the last time, now driven by Kernersville's Josh Williams, is in the 4 spot.
Right now, the 70 is taking a look on the inside of the 22. He's there. He is there going in the 3. Passes him. Woes
Chris
that heavy
Morris.
machine down. Nice turn.
Chris Morris right there, red, white, and blue, and flames coming to the front. He's the one that stole the show for the Crown Vic Super Series at Franklin County in Callaway, Virginia. Can he march to the front? I don't think he has enough time to do it.
9
Next time
laps.
by halfway.
Halftime. No, it's halfway.
Yeah, no halftime here.
But the 05 of Black has got this figured out. You got to think, this is a heavy machine right here that's getting around the corners, no problems. As they get the cross flags there, 10 laps on the board, 10 to go.
I don't want to say we need a caution to tighten this up, but, you know, hey, whatever.
Oh, I wouldn't say that we hadn't seen the last caution yet. These guys are still beating and banging back here and locking them up going into 1. Oh, and 06 goes high.
TJ Gibson washes up the hill, saves that race car. Here comes the number 57 of Hines to the back bumper of Brad Martin in the number 22.
11 laps on the board, little love taps there. That 06 had help up there getting punted to the high side as it gets a little sideways.
Oh, Gibson slideways through turn 1 and turn 2. Here comes Hines down to the bottom, looking down low on the 22 of Martin. He gets daylight. Hines to the bottom. Crown Vic versus Crown Vic down the front straightaway we go.
Oh, he
little
chopped him.
bit of
He chopped
tire
him.
smoke.
You can't chop them. You're going to get, yep. Oh, he tries to hold on to the 06, and that ain't happening. That 57, that's a good-looking Crown Vic right there.
Oh, boy. And now Bentley Black is making his way through this field, lapping cars at an alarming pace with 7 laps to go here at the Madhouse.
They've got this figured out. They've got that Crown Vic hooked up. It has not bobbled not one bit. It's been hooked to the bottom. He sees 3 cars in front of him here, coming to 5 to go. He's got lap traffic in front of him to deal with, but comfortable lead from the second place of the 05 machine.
15 laps on the board, the second time ever that this division has hit the track at Bowman Gray Stadium. I like the big cars. I like the big cars because it reminds me of the old blunderbuss division, you know, that I grew up at on Long Island in New York. But the blunderbuss division was actually originated across America right here at Bowman Gray Stadium.
Coming around to complete lap 17. He'll come back around and see 2 to go. Comfortable lead here. And everybody's pretty spaced out, spread out here. Nobody making contact, just kind of sliding around. It's got to be fun driving these machines. I mean, they're so heavy, you got to whoa them down to make that turn.
Bentley Black, 2 laps to go on the board for the driver of the black and pink machine. His sister was in this race. She has since dropped out. That would be Brianna Black. White flag is out for the Crown Vic Super Series. 1 more lap car to contend with for Black. His father has won here at Bowman Gray Stadium in a modified. Now tonight, 14-year-old Bentley Black is a winner at Bowman Gray.
Put their name in the history books. You just won at the most famous short track in America. Not only winning in the most famous short track in America, but in a Crown Vic.
Gotta love the Crown Vic division. Exploding across America, places like the Freedom Factory here in the Southeast on dirt and asphalt. And there is Lipe in that number 26 machine, congratulating young Bentley Black, the second-generation driver in that good old police. You see it, Interceptor? I love that, Interceptor on the front. A good old Crown Vic police Interceptor.
That's what it reminded me of, a Smokey and Bandit movie. A bunch of police cars going around chasing. Sliding all over the place.
I just love seeing these cars, man. You know, it brings me back a little bit to be honest with you, it makes me think of, every time I see these cars on the track, it makes me think of Greg Biffle, who we lost this year, you know. Greg loved to have a Crown Vic race on his property each year, and it was so much fun going up to those. And then, of course, at Harris Speedway, the dirt track, he held some races there to help the Crown Vic local community. Hey, Bentley Black, with that win, he joins his father, Tony, like we said, on the all-time wins list. The family becomes the 61st different family to win at Bowman Gray Stadium, the 77-year history of the famed quarter mile. Car's not going. It needs a push
Ran
for
out
the
of
victory
gas.
lap. Well, get that checker flag out there, Bentley. There you go.
Ran out of gas.
You got to at least enjoy that.
It was gas mileage race. Well, somebody
Yeah,
get,
fuel mileage is important.
Somebody get Cletus on the air horn and get him here. We're in a Crown Vic race. Where's he at? Old Cletus McFarland.
Cletus has been a little busy, man.
Ah.
I mean, Downforce Danny, his trusty, comrade, was here last week enjoying the Madhouse. He loves this place. He's driven some of the specialty events here.
I think Cletus would love it.
He's a big fan of being up at Zeno Marshall's Thunder Road Grill. There's Bentley Black taking a different way to get to Carolina Woodfloor's victory lane. The young 14-year-old will celebrate here in that beautiful machine, the 05, sponsored by Velocita, Koger Plumbing, MacB Investments, Modern Motors of Thomasville, just in Mincy's town. Let's go down to victory lane shortly here as the crew, look at them all running out here on the front stretch of the Madhouse. Eric Messer is standing by to take a very special victory lane photo. Tony Black joining his son, Bentley Black. Let's go down to victory lane and Randy Pulliam right now.
Victory lane to this 14-year-old Bentley Black. Bentley, let's go over here to the Carolina Woodfloor's winner circle. First win here at the stadium. And by the way, hashtag Coconut Carter, he asked me to ask you about that.
Oh, yeah. I want to thank everybody on this race car, Mac Tools, MacB Investments, my mom and dad, Causey Electrics, Hill Built Creations, everybody else that helps me, High Point Body and Paint, Barryman Alignments, Tyro Structures, Roman Concrete Works, Nerd Munchers, BK Auto Sales, Specialty Graphics.
And I know this is a big win for you, and we're looking forward to seeing you back here on July the 18th when the Crown Vics return.
Yeah, I hope I can come back in a sportsman car or a street stock.
Congratulations once again to Bentley Black picking up the winner's trophy.
We're back here at the Madhouse as the Black family. There's Tony and son Bentley and Ashley, his wife, and sister right there, Brianna. Everybody celebrating here in Victory Lane. The whole family down there. That's an awesome thing to see. Family that really loves the sport of auto racing. Folks, if you like the action here at Bowman Gray, make sure that you come down and visit because we've got a lot of racing left. My brother and I get to be in the booth next week at the Modified 100 Lapper the Fans Challenge also. You got double points night coming up on July 11th and, of course, Night of Destruction. True Reliant Federal Credit Union Night of Destruction on July 18th. Folks, we'll be racing until mid-August here, and if you've never been here, make it a bucket list place. We love you watching on Flow Racing, of course, but you got to be here in person to see the Madhouse. Jeff Bunton, I know you love this place too. A wild night. Take me through. Give me your takeaway. One takeaway from the night.
One takeaway is the night that Tommy Neal had after that. I mean, I see him bouncing back next week with some fire in him. Them claws are going to be out. He's going to be sharpening them while he's in the garage this week, working on that car, thrashing on it. There's, like I said earlier, there's no giving up on that man.
If you thought Tommy Neal would finish 9th and 5th, you'd say baloney after that night, but he did. So not as terrible of a night. I say my takeaway from the night is the pure history of seeing nephew Slate Myers win. With his uncle in second position, but after his father wins. So a father-son 1-2 sweep of the Tough Shed Twin 50 Modifieds here tonight is pure history and pure family. It's been a great night here at the Madhouse. As the fans leave, we look back at some of the wild racing here at the stadium tonight. We saw lots of physicality. It's been a lot of drama here in the modified division and a lot of heartbreak Cars going off on wreckers and all sorts of action tonight. We love having you. I'm Matthew Dillner, and until next time, we'll see you at the races.